Hey, welcome back to ESA Summer Stream 2. I'm Ashton Kutcher. You've just been cyberpunked. No, that's a lie. I am Toasty Stoat, and I'm here with the wonderful Sothangel, who's going to be running Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what that category entails, Soph?
Yeah, so my name is Sothangel, as mentioned. First time at ESA, first time speedrunning anything. First game I picked up because I saw no one had set a record, so I thought I'd claim it. Free world record. Straight in. Yeah, with Toasty Stoat, as mentioned, my co-pilot on this mission.
Yes. So, I mean, I will say for the record, I know nothing about this game, so I'm looking forward to discovering it and potentially seeing a world record being broken.
Fingers crossed.
That could happen today.
If we come in underestimate,
yeah,
it's probably a world record.
Yeah. So Phantom Liberty is the DLC, is that correct?
Yeah, so this is the expansion that came out just over a year ago.
Okay.
We're playing on a downgraded version. I'll explain why when we get to relevant parts. Yeah, so we're ready to start.
Cool. Whenever you're...
So we're going to start a new game and skip straight ahead to Phantom Liberty. We're going to play on easy because life's easier on easy. It's a breeze. Life path doesn't matter so much, but we do need to play as a male body type. For reasons that will become apparent about an hour and a half into the run. Well, not apparent. I'll explain why. Yeah, so we're going to start it. The timer will begin when I press spacebar when it says press space. So just got to wait for this to load. There's the loading bar. It's nearly full. There it is. And we will start the run in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we can have about 30 seconds of loading time.
Oh, great, great.
So,
yeah, okay.
How you doing?
Good, I'm good. So what's your history with Cyberpunk? Did you play it on release?
No, I didn't pick it up at release. I played a bit of the board game, or the tabletop.
Oh, that's right. Yes, because it's not a video game originally.
Yeah, so this is based on that Mike Pondsmith's role-playing game from quite old, like the 80s.
Yeah.
But yeah, interested in the genre as a whole. And there we are, we're going to begin. So our basic movement is this dash jump that's going to help us propel us quick across the map. And quicker than that is using vehicles, but we don't always get to do that. So first things first, Songbird, this character here, has given us a phone call saying that they've got the cure to our problems, which have been established early in the game, because this starts about halfway through the game.
Fine.
Yeah, so we just have a little phone call with her, driving to where we're going to meet her.
No risk, no reward.
Thank you. I appreciate this, truly.
So,
Dogtown's main gate.
Dogtown's main gate, which is where we are, ahead of schedule. I'm going to stand here and run towards this person on the phone.
This is one elaborate
As soon as the lifeline as soon as the dialogue finishes. There we go. And a little cutscene we're just going to watch here. So as mentioned, this starts halfway through the game. So we've gone through the Konpeki Plaza heist. Johnny Silverhand is in our brain, eating our minds, and we've been promised a cure. And that cure is being presented to us by Songbird. Johnny Silverhand, as many people may have known or seen, played by Keanu Reeves, appeared in quite a lot of memes around the release of the game. You're breathtaking. So this is the person that's on the phone. When she walks in front of the person in white here, we can skip dialogue. And so this is the main sort of speed up function. You can, whilst you're stationary, you can speed up dialogue, and it's much quicker. So you can't skip this on more recent patches. This is like a 3-minute, 4-minute unskippable cutscene. It's nice to be able to skip that.
Excellent.
So she's just doing a bit of exposition dump, mentioning her angle. She's flying in with the President of the new United States of America, and she's seeking our help in return, giving us help. So I'm going to do a little bit of menuing in a second, as soon as the option is selected. I forgot to disable tutorials, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going to reset stats. This is another reason why we're playing on a downgraded version, because you cannot do that on more recent ones, because you basically have too much cyberware and you have to go get it removed, which is like a 10-minute delay. Lots. So we're doing our points in a particular way: 12 body, 15 reflexes, we need stunt jog, and we need that one, that one, and that one. There we go.
Now, I guess reflexes is pretty obvious, right? That's going to increase your speed. What do we need body for?
So body gives us, so 12 body gives us the ability to pass certain checks. So you can do an action, which is basically a shortcut, or pass something quickly. They will appear in a moment, and we need to head over here. I need to get a bit lucky with a roll. There we go, that didn't take too long. If you get seen, sometimes it takes longer for cutscenes for dialogue to trigger.
Great.
And we're coming up to the first reset point of a normal run rather than marathon setting. So I've turned the gamma up a little bit so I can see, because we're about to go into an underground car park and have to do some parkour, Mirror's Edge style. The intended route is very safe. Songbird opens paths for us, and we're peachy.
Good stuff.
For this one, we need to do some sketchy jumps. So let's do those now. One. That was close. Two. Oh, missed that one.
But I gotta ask.
Saved it.
Compeki Plaza heist.
3 coming up. And the final sketchy jump. There we go. That's safe. So that is a big reset point, because it's 5 minutes into the run, and if you fail, it's like 30 seconds lost. We may have combat here. Nope. So sometimes there are guards that spawn here. If they do spawn, there's a door that's opened ahead. If they don't spawn, there's a door that we need to do a little body check.
And is that just RNG, or is that part of the manip?
I don't know, because it's inconsistent. Yeah, we'll see.
Answers on a postcard.
Answer on a postcard, please. We'll see there's a door that's going to be basically just around the corner with a body check of 3 to open. It takes like 2 seconds to open it, but it takes 2 seconds to avoid the guards. So it's net neutral.
Basically.
Right, so we're going to have a couple of minutes of just sort of walking up to the roof of the stadium.
Cool. I mean, if you're happy for me to, in that time I can tell you about some of the things
Please
that you can donate for, because do not forget that you can put your donation towards certain rewards, polls and targets. Do not let us get away with taking your donation, with you not getting a say in how some of these games are run. So right now we've got targets open. Oh, we got quite a few actually. We still have the target open for the glitch trainer battle in Pokemon Sapphire. So that only needs less than $70. That's running on stream 1 right now. We've also got some glitch route showcase targets for Daxter, and the what I'm probably most looking forward to that is now open, the Veni Vidi Vici trinket in VVVVVV.
That sounds fun.
And if you don't know what that is, it's so entertaining.
I've played a VVVV, but I've not seen the trick, so I'm looking forward to what's involved with that.
You'll see where we land, literally.
Okay, so we just need to call this elevator. Well, Songbird's already called it. It's about to crash. We just need to fix the fuse box.
And while you're doing this, can I read something else?
Please do.
Because, of course, the main thing that we'd love to hear your opinion on in your donations is the ending to this very DLC. So we have a poll live right now. You can vote on Songbird's journey. How do you want this to end? To the moon or go with Reed? So you can put your donation to that. And these are not exclusive. When you put in a donation, you can select a reward and a target and a poll. Wow, literally tripling your impact.
Indeed. Don't be like me and put it on just on one thing.
Yeah. Or me, I did that as well.
You did it? No, I didn't have someone wonderful telling me.
Yeah.
So there you go. Right, we're just arriving at the top of the stadium, and we're going to see Songbird once more, and she's going to point to the sky and tell us where she is. Hello, Songbird. So Songbird is up here in Space Force 1 with the President.
We're descending.
And everything's totally fine. Definitely fine. Nothing's going to happen.
What?
That was a random jump. Nothing is going to happen. Definitely not a missile. It's definitely not going to...
Oh, this is an unplanned part of the run? Is this...
This is the story. It's Songbird's been shot down from the sky. And this is where the story kicks in. So that was all the preamble. And we've got to go save the President. That's our first mission.
Yeah, I remember that bit of Sonic Adventure 2.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one. You can tell it's the preamble because in the bottom right corner you can see CG Project Red presents
Save the president.
Save the President. There you go. Phantom Liberty. Let's go.
Let's go!
And every great adventure starts with a slide. Down the chute. Whee!
Oh my gosh, that looks so fun.
Unfortunately, you don't land in anything nice. You land in a big old rubbish heap. Wonderful. Okay, so second slightly tricky bit coming up next. Oh, that's the first mission done, by the way. Dog eat dog. Avoid the fire. We're going to jump in a motorcycle, and we need to do a little jump onto the roof of a sort of helicopter thingy. It's not got blades on the top, but it's same sort of function. We need to land on that so that we can do a jump onto a crane. If we miss it, no problem. We just do it the sort of intended route. But it's a nice, like, 10-second time save if we land it. So here it is on the right. And can't look down. There we go, landed it.
Nice, well done.
So here's the crane. Oh, I've shot it. Not quite. That was close.
We're that fucking determined.
Can
What then? Got a plan?
climb up. We used an ability to just get out of combat, just so that we can skip dialogue with Songbird immediately. As I mentioned, you have to stand still to skip dialogue. You also have to not be in combat. So otherwise we have to let her talk. So we've got to jump down. We're getting closer to the crashed airplane. Caught on a bit of scenery there. That's fun. So we're going to jump over this big gap. And hopefully we don't get too much combat. Okay, we've been detected, but we're going to get in, and you can see in the bottom left our cloaking is just being recharging. That's the word. So this is one of the checks that we got body for. So you'll see it says body 12, or the fist 12, that is body, so we can incapacitate the president without her knocking us down. Saves a bit of time. Only a couple of seconds, but it's a check that comes up quite a few times, and it adds up over the course of the run. And this is also an opportunity for the first bit of combat. So we're going to go back into the menu, and we can refund one of our ability points to get something that will help us.
Oh, nice. So you can exchange points on the fly?
Yes, so you can do that for the relic ones. So I've changed one that buffs the camo that I used to one that gives me a little like reticle here that does extra like damage when I hit things. So it triggers that big EMP explosion. I also need to get grenades. So this is a small little firefight. Oh, explosion there. They are quite dangerous even on easy. So I think that's the first wave done. There might be someone hiding that I can't see. There's no one spawning. No, there they are. They were just slow. Not on time.
Nobody told them it was a speedrun.
No one did indeed. Gonna have to have words with them afterwards. So again, in the bottom left, you can see the grenades are recharging. So use those as soon as I've got them available because they do big damage. And this little section ends when some big brute enemies with like chain guns shooting the fence now. Not good. Some big sort of, there you go, they've just spawned. When these fellas are killed over here, we then need to head back to the president. So they're little mini bosses. Oh. That little menu there is for quick hacks, which are kind of like how spells work, basically. Just keep my distance a little bit because you can see my health is about halfway down. Oh, this guy's got 1 HP. There we go. I can see him through the... Oh, he's in the floor. Cyberpunk. There we go.
Excellent. Wait, that sign up there says glitchless.
Wow, not bugless. It is Cyberpunk, after all. Okay, so they're all dead, so we're going to head back to the president. And I'm going to talk to Songbird on the radio. We just tuned in.
Songbird.
And we can fast forward through dialogue. And she's going to tell us to head to a safe house, where we're going to lead the president.
Got Songbird on comms. She's
And that is the second mission done, Hole in the Sky. So we wait at the destination. Myers does run. She's not the worst NPC in the world, not the worst
We were hacked. That means
quest.
Hansen had
You know, it
help
doesn't walk very slowly,
from Washington.
which is always handy. Those are the worst. You have to just wait for an NPC to walk really, really slowly.
No doubt. They'll have sat
Looking at you,
seen us
Ashley.
hit the ground in Dogtown.
Yeah, she can at least fend for herself. No shouting Leon.
The plot goes
Okay, so she's just ruminating on what's exactly happened, because she has just been shot down from the sky. Realizes, I've got a tracker in my neck. It's probably an inside job. I should probably get it removed. So,
Chipping the prez with
took the wrong option there. So we're going to have to do some field surgery to remove that tracker, because she doesn't want to be tracked down, understandably. But there's a drone that's coming, so we've got to hide quickly. Failing to hide means you have to fight it. Doesn't take long.
They can see us.
Oh, really good.
So I guess a lot of these combat encounters that you get in are essentially optional.
Yeah, a lot of them are optional. We will skip a couple of bosses ahead. Again, I'll mention when they come up. There is one big one that we need to skip.
How long would you say it makes to the overall runtime? Combat?
The combat that's in this run, or the combat we skip?
Skipping the combat, how long does it save?
Probably about 15-20 minutes.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it adds
That's
up to
pretty substantial.
Yeah, it adds up to a bit of time. That was another check that we need to do to open that door. Otherwise, we have to go on a little route around the scaffolding.
No good here.
We can't fast forward this dialogue for some reason, but it does still save a couple of seconds.
Follow the scaffolding.
Nope, don't need to follow it.
Turn the lights back on. Might take a minute.
So coming up, we've got a driving section again.
It's running.
Need to channel our inner Mario Kart Crash Team Racing runners.
Just one way.
No red shells or anything to use, unfortunately. Just a Jeep-esque vehicle.
Right. Leave the analytics to
And yeah, so you can do this next section stealth.
If they've sensed us already, the place will
Stealth
be
is slow,
swarming in no time.
so we're not going to do it stealth. She will tell us that there's a drone,
My thoughts exactly.
like the one we just shot down.
Just stay calm.
And we're going to shoot that drone. So it opens a door further ahead, because normally that door is locked with a key card rather than you need to force it open like we've been doing with the previous ones. There is that drone. It's just going to wait at the end of the corridor. We're going to shoot it a couple of times, and we're going to jump straight into a vehicle. And hopefully hopefully they don't they get doors open already. Hopefully they don't blow the tires, because it makes driving a lot harder. Okay, again, forgot to skip tutorials. I think we're okay. Driving's a bit funky in this vehicle anyway. So we need to get to a warehouse whilst being undetected. So we're gonna take a left turn here. We're not gonna follow the yellow line. We're gonna go through this gap here and hope we land on our wheels. Pretty good. You can flip over very easily. Unfortunately, there is a police car right there, so this is going to be difficult. We're going to go down here. I'm going to bail out. We don't need to be with the president. She can teleport. That is something that happens when you get voted in, I believe. Oh, managed to hit some... Okay, I've made a mistake there. I don't think I can wait here without being detected. Yeah, I've been seen. So this is going to be a little bit of a time loss, unfortunately, because that was a pretty bad mistake to make. Would you believe it? Didn't make that at all in practice.
Oops. You mean this has never happened before?
It has happened. I won't go that far.
Okay.
Wow.
Oof.
It comes straight in. There's another guy just around the corner. Oh, this is awful. Normally you just go straight in. That's because I hit this barbed wire here. Okay. We did temporarily lose them, but this guy's right here, and so we can't do anything.
So will this not open until there's no enemies,
Yep.
or you're out of combat?
So it won't open until they don't detect us. So that was probably about a minute time loss there, which is annoying. But the president's just going to walk in. This is one time when she does do a good Ashley impression. But yeah, normally you can just go straight in, down the lift, or up the lift, and we're slightly behind because they've gone walk to the back wall. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so start of the game is quite combat heavy.
Did you all loot this place?
We're going to have another fight
First time I'm here.
and a boss fight coming up. But for this brief moment, we got some downtime. So we just got to wait for Myers here. So if there's anything that needs to be read out, now's a perfect opportunity.
Nice.
To do
Well,
so.
I mean, I will tell you, thank you for all your donations so far. Remember, all of your money is going to Alzheimer Funding, and you can put your donations to get some fantastic rewards. So that includes some lovely ESA Summer 2025 merch, like event T-shirts and event pullovers. We also still have quite a few I'm John Speedrun shirts, R.I.P. Shemp. And of course, our Logitech sponsors have some amazing goods you can pick up. So you can pick up a Gamiac PA50 mouse. You can pick up still a Yeti mic, I believe. Yes, a couple of Lightspeed headsets.
Songbird, got a stitch.
And actually,
Can you jimmy the door?
do you want to know a secret?
Go on.
If you go to the Logitech store
Gent.
and you use the code Speedrun,
Time to roll up your
you're going to get
sleeves.
10% off.
No need.
I can get 10% off
10% off.
if
But
I
don't-
use Speedrun.
Speedrun. But don't tell people that I told you that.
I won't
okay?
tell anyone.
Keep it
Won't tell anyone.
keep it quiet.
That is a state secret between me, you, and the president.
Here goes.
So we're calling the elevator. Elevator's out of action. Worst hotel in the world. What it does have though is bad people that want to
Bad news this time.
kidnap the president.
Hansen's dogs got your scent.
So they're going to come through on this upper level here. We're going to aim at this pipe here, this explosive pipe,
Either way.
and take out this first one. We're going to shoot this red box here. Red boxes are explosive boxes, as we all know, and that'll take out the second person that runs in. So they're coming in. Give him a second. Come on. Up you go, up you go. There we go. Second person.
Gotta engage him.
There we go.
Song's on the case.
And we're going to have more people coming in. Oh, we'll drop down. But he explodes either way. So, Songbird's going to try and help us out remotely. Oh, I've got no ammo for this gun. That's fun.
Working on it. Hold on tight.
Going to reload in this guy's face. That'll show him. A little stronger enemy here. You can tell from the skull on above them.
Almost there. Still melting that strawberry.
Songbird's still trying to get her little secret weapon active. Wait for this fella to drop down. Oh, there's one hit. And when we've punch him in the face. When we've killed enough, there you go. So she's about to turn it on.
90.
And so the camera's going to snap automatically to her secret weapon, which is this big boy in the middle.
God almighty, it's moving!
It is moving, and it's very dangerous. So we probably don't need to fight anymore with our main weapon. Whoa, that was a big explosion. Oh yeah, health and healing is through a little inhaler that we get 2 charges of. And so the missiles trigger the end of the combat, kill everything automatically that we haven't got. And we're going to take this opportunity to take all of this lovely ammo over here. Because coming up next, we have got a boss fight. First, we've got to run away from something. Can you guess what it is?
Is it another cuddly giant death robot?
It might be a cuddly giant death robot. The word cuddly may not apply. Giant and death certainly do.
Can you pet it?
Once.
Okay,
Once. You can pet it once.
What's with
So Songbird has taken over this, controlling it, but oh no, it's fighting back. And all this nasty red electricity is the black wall, which we will get into in a bit.
Dunno, Song's having a fit or something!
But it's fighting back. President's just chilling over here. And yeah. Come on, do your thing, knock into there, shoot the president, and we'll go out here.
Shoot the president?
Or shoot me, that works as well. So we can open this, and we've got to run from it. Here we're going to take a leaf out of our Mario speedrunning friends, and we'll do some backward long jumps with the mantis blades. So you've got some melee weapons you can use. And if you right click, you can do little back hops. And you do 3 or 4 of those, and you get nice and close to the door. sometimes you can get in just before it closes, like that. Saved a couple of seconds. We'll use that once more in a future mission. But they're hand little backup weapons in case you run out of ammo. So we got call the lift. Fortunately, this lift works. Unfortunately, it's miles away. So we just have to wait out for this.
That sounds like we're going to have some time for donation.
It certainly does.
Oh,
Please
okay.
go ahead.
Lovely. So we got $3 from John Logitech, who has reminded us it's also 5% off any already discounted products, even. Good luck, Sothangel. You are nailing it. Less than 3.
Less than 3. Thank you very much, John Logitech. Does that mean John Logitech heard our conversation?
Oh, no.
Has it leaked?
It's
Oh,
leaking.
no.
Okay, but John Logitech, don't tell anybody else
Yeah.
that you heard it from us.
Me, you,
Okay.
Toasty, and the President. All right, so we have survived on easy. President's going to get in the lift. President's in the lift. Bye, President. She's descended. So we got some quick time events here. We're going to pass the first one immediately to shoot this thing. We can fail the next two because it just takes a little bit longer. You know, the first one is just jumping up, but it breaks. The second one is trying to grab something, but you fail it automatically. Yeah. But the third one, giant stompy foot, you kind of have to avoid it because it's a bit big, you know.
Wow.
And that big thing we shot's going to fall, and it's going to land on it, and we're done. That's not the end of the run though. We've just been knocked out because that was quite a big fall.
That was a big fall.
But fortunately, the President is fine, and she's going to come and wake us up.
Oh, good. More escort missions.
More escort missions. Good news is that as well as being able to teleport, she can wake people up with a slap. There you go.
That is so rude.
I know, but who are you going to complain to?
Guess not.
You're too slow.
So everything's good. Oh,
We take.
did I just hear something?
Are you mobile?
I think
Should we
I've heard something.
should we do this boss fight first? Because we have to actually shoot this guy.
Okay, I'll let you shoot this guy.
Yeah.
I'll let you shoot this guy.
Okay, so we're going to use our quick hacks to set it on fire. And we've got some weak points that we need to hit on it. So you can see them glowing in orange. Whoop, don't want it too close because he has a big stompy attack. I've got grenades I could use as well. Should do that. And also we've got our little diamond to do extra damage. When it gets to 70%, it enters the second stage, which we will encounter in just a moment. Let's set it on fire again. Come on, nearly there. We're low on ammo though, which is a slight concern. Okay, so some drones are going to come out here, including a couple of repair drones. We're going to attempt to two-shot each of them with a charged shotgun blast. Wow, that drone just moved me into the air. There's one, and it's the second one. Okay, so you only recovered 3% HP, which is nice. We're gonna. We don't need to worry about the weak points anymore. We can just shoot anywhere. So my haphazard aim is not a problem. We have run out of ammo for our primary weapon though, so we're going to change over to a slightly weaker one. There is a bit of RNG in the weapon, the ammo that we looted previously. And yeah, it does mean that it is a bit difficult to have a consistent amount of ammunition for this boss fight. So we just need to continue just unloading ammo into this pillar. And doing that, we then do it into the boss. So avoid as many attacks as we can. Overheat it when we remember to. It's about 4%. 25, nearly there, just takes a moment. Have to heal a little bit. Going to use a toxic gas attack when it gets to about 15, 12%. There you go. So that's a sign that we really need to hurry it up. And that's the boss killed.
Let's go.
And we'll do the finisher. Throw in a grenade that the Myers is going to throw up to us. Another slight glitch there. Not only can she teleport and wake people up with a slap, she can summon grenades. And with this lovely explosion, I think you've got something to read.
Amazing. Well, let me ask you a question first, Soph. What percentage of that boss's HP did you just remove?
100%.
100%. That's convenient because we have a $100 donation from the Pogster. Thank you so much, the Pogster. They have not included a message, so instead I'll give a message to them. We absolutely love you.
We do indeed. Thank you very much, Pogster. I do know who Pogster is. It's one of my work friends.
Have we got time for one more?
Oh, we do. Please do.
Excellent. So we got another $3 from John Logitech Jr., the son of John Logitech, who says, "Don't do like I did and forget to pick a pole and target, despite having just been told." Yes.
It's easily done, John Logitech Jr.
And they have, unsurprisingly, put their donation towards our Cyberpunk 2077 poll. So they have voted for the To the Moon ending. But remember,
The moon.
an early lead means nothing at this stage. You can still very much influence the ending of this DLC run. Thank you so much, John Logitech Jr.
Thank you, Pogster. Thank you, John Logitech Jr. The Logitech family coming in clutch here. Okay, we have got 2 little cameras we need to shoot. I'm just going to do it slowly, just to make sure that I don't mess it up, because it leads to about 3-minute combat if you fail it. That door as well is another one with a body check of 12, which is, again, why we got up to 12. So we are done with combat for a little while. We're going to have a little attack from the relic. There's Johnny, there he is, Keanu, in our head. And we're explaining to the president why we're helping, what our deal is. So just tying it all back to the start.
Wait. You're talking about the relic.
I am. That's exactly it.
Wow.
As mentioned, cannot speed forward through dialogue while it's moving. Moving in the lift is upwards. It's moving. So you have to listen to this.
So in that case, let me ask you a question while we're in this lift. So this is the glitchless category. If it was not the glitchless category, what kind of glitches would we be doing? Would it be significantly different?
Not really. The only glitch that really happens in the glitch category for this is like a movement tech that just speeds you up a little bit. But it's 2 hours of doing that.
Okay.
15 minutes quicker, which is a lot of time. 15 minutes is a lot of time, but it's a lot of with one sort of motion over and
So
over.
extremely inconvenient.
It's
for
quite inconvenient,
not much entertainment value.
Yeah, I mean,
That was a review of my my last donation reading.
I'm sure you were wonderful. Okay, so we're heading to this hideout here, Safehouse, with the president, who is doing her best Ashley impression. But we're going to get to the store, we're going to check it out. Well, she's going to check it out. Look at that. Off she goes.
What? Can't miss our day.
Check this.
There's Keanu telling us to check this out. Does it work? Does it not? A little bit of exposition here from Johnny. He's just sort of given his thoughts on the situation. Finds it all a bit strange. Something's up, you know. Especially because Songbird's just disappeared. Like she was talking to us at the start and she's gone. How weird. Find some batteries, put it in the generator, turn the generator on, get some power. Plug it in. And there we go, we have power.
What do you say?
And a costume change, just like Eurovision.
Am I going mad, or did the subtitles actually say amaze balls?
Yeah, amazeballs.
Was that a real word in this game?
Genuine human word used in this run.
Good lord.
There's a lot of slang. Some of it I can't say at the moment. Well, I can't say on stream. But there's a lot of slang that's in the sort of world, because as mentioned, it's from a board game like 80 years ago.
Yep.
So chumba used just means friend. You know, chum.
Okay, yeah.
So these two, this is an optional combat encounter. We pick the correct dialogue options. We don't have to fight them. So in this case, being friendly is quicker, which is nice. But if you pick anything, if you pick the first dialogue option for the first 2 checks, you automatically start a fight, which is what we want to avoid. Look, they did a brofist and everything. See?
So this is the pacifist route.
Well, at the moment, this is pacifist. It's not. It's only slower because you have to dispose of them. Like the actual gunfight, quick, but the cleaning up is not. So we're going to have a little nap here because it's been a hell of a day. Literally, in the president's case, it's probably been the worst day. And we're going to wake up, brand new day, and we're going to look out over the glorious wonder that is Dogtown in Night City. Says one of our friends, pointing a gun at us, totally fine. What a sight. I've been on worse holidays. But the president's worried because Songbird is not here still. So she's going to tell us to seek out an undercover agent called Solomon Reed.
And does he know where Songbird is?
He will know what to do. He doesn't know where Songbird is, he just knows Songbird. He knows what to do, and he is like her panic button, basically.
Lucretia, my reflection.
Lucretia, my reflection. Oh yes, so...
Shout out to the Sisters of Mercy.
Indeed, so all of these missions in this game are share the name with songs. So Sisters of Mercy, as mentioned. The final... We've got Firestarter coming up.
See, I knew we would find a way to get a casual quiz question or two in here.
There's always
I
gonna be
knew,
something, yeah.
I knew.
Always going to be something. So in Act 1 of the base game, they're not named after songs, but that's before we get Johnny Silverhand, who is a rocker boy. He's like a lead singer and guitarist from his band Samurai, which is why he tells you to wake up Samurai in the trailer. Slight detour we're going to take. We are going to go to a house up here. House, container shack, you know, in this rundown part of the town. They are the same thing. Body check of 12. Who knew? Kick it down. And we've got this legendary weapon we're going to grab.
Hands?
It's a more powerful version of the guillotine that we've been using. And it's just nice to have, you know. So this is Mr. Hands. He's given us a phone call. Just talking to us about business opportunities. And we can fast forward for dialogue.
Is this somebody that we already know from the base game?
It does appear. But he's much more involved in this. So we need to talk to him later on. And if we go do that straight away, he tells us, oh, can you do some stuff to help us out? So we're going to preemptively do that.
Okay.
We're going to do 3 side missions to basically get him on our side.
Because pacifism is the faster strat.
Pacifism is the fastest strat. And so we're going to call a bike. If the scroll works. There we go. Bike spawns on the other side of the road.
Amazing.
There we go. So this is an Arch bike. Arch is Keanu Reeves' actual motorcycle company in real life that he got in the game.
Oh, really? So this is like a proper model of motorcycle. Like you could go out and buy this.
Very like
tomorrow.
Well, yeah. I mean, very like limited.
I mean, not peasants like
I couldn't.
us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Oh, I've got off too early. That's my mistake. After this junction, we need to go speak to this person in this car, and we're doing a side job. Stella. Get in, Stella says. Give me the option to get in. There we go. We can fast forward through the dialogue. But Stella's like, you gotta get out of sight. So we just gotta lean back and hide. It's not the best hiding place in the world, but it's better than sitting bolt upright. So she's wanting us to rescue some of her police friends who are in the building over here. I just need to go over to the camo, because we need to make sure we're not in combat when we get to the bottom.
I thought you just punched that person for a second.
If you jump on him...
My heart just went, ugh.
If you jump on him, you do a takedown, smash his head on the floor.
Oh.
But we don't want to do that. But we do need to take this guy out. Pop camo so that we lose... You can see in the top right corner all those circles of red. It's because they're hostile. As soon as the combat ends... we can fast forward through dialogue.
They're going to settle down?
Yeah. Combat really doesn't want to end.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah, this guy's covered in blood. We're not going to worry about it.
What the fuck?
Don't worry. Not my blood.
He was just having delicious noodles for dinner.
He was. He got tomato sauce everywhere.
Yep.
The combat really doesn't want to end. Let's see if it's... That's because I'm in combat. I can't change that. We'll just have to wait it out. There's not much we can do.
So the fact you were trying to switch the perks or equivalent just then?
So the relic ones you can switch freely. The others are a little bit more involved.
Who's your friend?
because you can switch relics so freely, does that mean there's a whole lot of different routes you could possibly take through this, or is it still kind of linear? Sort of options.
So you can get relic points to upgrade the relic sort of capacity from various sort of stations around the map. So you could go and get one so you could have both of the things active, which is an option. Obviously takes you off the sort of intended path. Doesn't mean you'd avoid problems like this. We did mention it before. This has never happened before.
Yeah.
And genuinely never happened before.
Still in combat.
Yeah, it's still in combat. Like, despite the fact we're deep underground.
Let me have a look at that map. Is it someone out there? Someone hostile? Because the
It might
ice cream
be.
machine's been turned off?
Oh, the ice cream machine's off. Is that why? I'll be pretty angry with the ice cream
Yeah,
machines.
that's fair. That's fair.
Wow. Well, maybe there's no sprinkles. Maybe this guy's eating all the sprinkles.
So ordinarily, would you be able to skip this?
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
here we
Yeah,
go.
Here we go, finally. You can see in the top right, they're all
Yeah.
grey, because... yeah, so normally you can just skip all of this. Blah, 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 blah. You know, corrupt police, the guy that there is in charge of wants some drugs. This person's eaten all the drugs, has had a massive overdose, and they're trying to get it back. This is very much like the...
Let us through here before. What was the code again?
what's the word for silly
2893?
arcs and stories? Comic relief sort of mission, yeah.
Yeah.
2893.
Like they're arguing over the code.
It's
They're very silly.
like a Shakespearean farce.
Quite.
I fucking told you.
So this camera here, we're going to quickly just turn it off. We're going to run up to this guy. Oh, turn that off. Going to grab him.
The hell was that?
I'm just going to take him down. And then we're going to give someone a phone call.
Yeah, that sound effect was like a Shakespearean farce.
We're going to go to a phone call because she's the first person on the list. And we can fast forward through dialogue. We're going to do that. Because that just makes... Because normally you can't fast forward through that point. But you can get them to do it on the phone, which is nice. We'll train back over to grenades. That dropped right on my feet. That was nice. Okay, and we're going to do the same. We're going to phone Dakota again, because these people take a little bit of time to walk. Tell you about the Badlands. See, look at the move. There they go. Just in time, because Dodger's arrived. Here he is. Here's Dodger. Corrupt guy who's there, senior. And the fastest way to deal with him.
Greetings, fat. Quiet.
Pacifism?
Got hired by these two.
No.
Yes. Pacifism. Pacifism.
You can get lucky with a weapon drop here. So I'm just going to trigger these combat.
Safe to come out.
They might drop a guillotine, which is the name of the weapon we've been using. This weapon here.
Nothing left to do when you
Doesn't
ride.
look like they have.
So is there's a bit of RNG in the weapons as well, though.
There's a little bit of RNG. That's why we go get to this. Oops, we go get this green nice one because it's guaranteed. So that's the first side mission done. We're going to fast travel towards the stadium, and we will then do a second one where we have a mini boss fight. With a bit of luck, we can do this in one cycle. I'll explain what the boss does in a second when we get to it. And then we're going to go straight from that into a third mini side mission, and then back onto the main path.
Amazing.
So we've got a moment if there's anything you want to share.
Well, I should share. I guess I would just like to say, please keep those donations coming in, because we have so much that you can redeem for your donations. I mean, not least of all, deciding how this entire story arc that's playing out in front of my very eyes right here is going to end. You can vote on the Songbird's Journey poll with your donation. You can either select To the Moon, which because I don't know this game, I presume that means we just sit down and do a playthrough of To the Moon, or you can pick Go with Reed, which I don't have really anything funny to say about. So at the minute, To the Moon is winning, but you can change all that.
Does change with every donation, so please do get them in. Okay, after failing a jump, we're going to head up to this window up here, because this contains our next fight. Again, we're really low on ammo, so I'm hoping that I can get a good ammo pick up here. Yep, that's good. So I'm up to 200 ammo. So in here we have a mini boss. It's a robot. That's that fella here.
Is that Milko?
It's John. John Robot.
Oh, John Robot.
Yep, look, robot. It's just at the top.
Yep.
So when he steps on the bottom, we're going to throw a grenade. Overheat. Second grenade. Oh, he dodged. And hopefully... Oh, he's moved. Yep, so he heals back up. So we didn't get the one cycle, unfortunately. Oh, wrong one. But he's not got a lot of health, so it is possible to do this one in one go without him healing. It's very difficult to see. You can only see him when he's shooting. There he goes. Excuse me. So this back door's going to open here. We're going to run out. We're going to run out. There we go.
Hey.
Down the stairs, there's going to be a guy here who's actually got interesting stuff to say, but unfortunately...
Oh, we don't have time.
Yep, out of time. Open this, and this is the second part where we do our channel our Mario speedrunning energy.
Oh, there's the BLJ.
Yep.
Yay, Yahoo!
Yahoo! And straight out here. That's the last time we're going to see that backward long jump. Unless there's Mario's being speedrun somewhere. Who knows? Anyway, that's the second one done. Just gonna swap back over to the camo.
So here's a naive question from somebody who doesn't know Cyberpunk. These maps and places, are they familiar from the base game, or is this like an entire new area?
So this is an entire new area contained within the base game. So we do go out into the base game of Night City. Well, this is Night City, but we go out into familiar places later in the run. Just in this door quickly. There we go. Yeah, so you can't access this on if you don't have the expansion. It's all locked off basically.
Here for Anderson. Need him out of
But yeah,
here
you can access it.
alive.
I think we're gonna have the same problem where we're gonna be stuck in combat.
Couldn't give a fuck
Oh,
about
again?
that quack.
Yeah.
You, off your ass. Where's gas?
Well, they're really getting aggro today.
They're very angry. Oh, no, it's alright.
Okay.
Got to choose the correct dialogue option, otherwise we have to kill all of them.
Gosh.
Otherwise it's just pacifist. Well, pacifist. We let this guy get punched in the face. Look, told you.
Can we put him through a table? Is that an option?
It might be. It might be an option, but I haven't checked that.
We haven't got time, really.
haven't got
have we?
time,
We
no.
haven't got time.
We have to set it up, and we have to, yeah, maybe not. Maybe we just leave, because we're done. So that's the third of 3 side missions. That one doesn't require any fighting, which is nice, because it's, yeah, basically free. And we're back onto the main mission path now. Ooh, that's very blurry. So another reason why we've got 12 body is to force this open. And you have to dash through here, otherwise this does kill you. It's unfortunate, it happens. So we're just going to reload, because it's checkpointed, so we'll be fine.
Yep.
But yeah, that is a lethal mine. Every other mine in the game doesn't actually deal lethal damage.
Oh, that's the only one.
On easy, that's the only
Oh.
one that does. I think it's because I just pressed back
That's
and just
frustrating.
backed up a little bit. Yeah, it happens. So, yeah, just
We're
at the exit.
immediately back here, so that's fine.
Yeah, it's a very short time loss.
Best prices in Dogtown.
So we force it open. There we go.
Nice,
Straight
there
for
we
it.
go.
And we're going to use a piece of ancient technology.
Antique. Junky variety. Wonder if it even worked.
And Johnny's here going to help us show how to use it.
Kids these days don't even know
Kids
how to
these
use
days
keypad
don't even
phones.
know.
Shaking my head.
And look, it's going to be like that. That's how you use it. None of this smartphone nonsense. Anyway, we are phoning Solomon Reed, who the president has told us to phone. And he's just told us to meet him at the basketball court.
See, from the perspective of the dialogue skipping, it sounded like he just hung up on us.
He did hang up on us. He said, basketball court, daytime, be there. And just hung up. Can't get the service these days.
Speedrun, 10% off. You got it.
That's the one. John Logitech. Yep, so we've got to climb up to this basketball court here, 100 meters away. And then we're going to have a very long cutscene. He's going to drive us.
A very long cutscene.
Yeah, he's going to drive us in a car, and we're moving, so we can't fast forward through dialogue. So we will get to that in a few seconds. We can fast forward for this, and we can see who Solomon Reed is. But first, we've got Johnny doing a little bit of exposition. about his mistrust of the president, his past life in the army. He deserted, doesn't like military types. And the president is also like the CEO of one of the major warfare arms companies. So really not a fan.
I know you're telling me about some really, high-level political games of chess here, but the noises in my earphones from that cutscene were quite distracting.
That's fair. It's quite distracting. But yeah, so we've sat down. Person came up behind us with a gun to our side. Instead of showing him the token that we had, we just tried to turn around twice, and he knocks us out. And
did he jump on us?
Yeah.
Is that what he did?
We wake, and this is him. So we're in his car. And see if you can recognize who this is when he gets in. So he's going to take a minute to sit down. Any
Let's
ideas?
see, I want to have a look at the face properly.
He's going to give us a proper look in a second.
Let's have a look. Oh, that's John Logitech.
That's John Logitech.
That's John Logitech himself. He didn't tell us he was in the game.
This is Idris Elba.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Was touted to play Bond for a while. This may well be the closest he gets to being in a spy action thriller. Yeah. Maybe he will one day. Maybe we'll just have to stick to being Luther. Who knows? But he starts the car, and we can no longer skip dialogue.
In Dogtown.
So it's going to be a...
So, first things first, Idris Elba, of course, not Bond at the time of airing. So
Who knows?
don't at us in case that changes in future for trivia purposes. So while we're having this nice little drive, why don't I have a look at some of the targets that you can put your donation towards? I mean, other than it obviously going to the wonderful charity Alzheimer Fonden, you can currently put your money towards various targets, including all vinyls on In Sound Mind, the Glitch Root Showcase in Daxter. I'm not familiar with Jack and Daxter, and I wonder if that's a Jack and Daxter game. That would be hazard.
Could be.
Hazard a guess at that.
I would guess
But
at
the one that I'm so looking forward to that I really hope gets met is the Veni Vidi Vici trinket in VVVVVV.
It's V6.
Extremely hard thing to do. I think that took me about
Saving the president.
2 hours to do casually.
That's a long time.
Not even joking, but
Sure, I guess so.
that is just going to be so impressive to see.
Had a ciggy
But the one we're really interested in right now is what is going to happen at the end of this run. You can vote on Songbird's journey as a poll as well as a target. How generous are we, letting you do two things at once?
2 for the price of 1.
That's pretty generous. You know what's more generous? 3 for the price of 1.
3 for the price of 1. Triple.
Also put your donation towards a reward. So please do not forget that you can do that. Claim all these things that you are entitled to as a donor because we love you that much.
Make sure you do it. Okay, so we shot those. Do you remember we shot those security cameras earlier?
No.
But we did.
Okay, we did.
So
did. I'm
if
cool
we
with
didn't do that, there would have been a fight during that car journey, and we'd have to get out and deal with that because they'd have spotted us.
Oh, so
tracked us down.
there's kind of your decisions have impact.
Yeah, they do. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy.
Honestly,
And we ran away from Solomon Reed there because he can also teleport, but only if he's not in
Made some new
vision.
tunes.
And he walks very slowly. Again, doing an Ashley impression.
Dicey, but she turned on the charm.
So for now, we're going back to the president because this is Solomon Reed, who she told us to go get.
worse and worse.
And we're going to bring him to her. We've got to wait at the door.
If anyone had tried to extract
Knock,
it
knock.
forcibly, this whole level would be in shambles.
Open up.
No way she would have gone.
All right, 12 body, let's go.
Let's go. And no fighting required because everyone's friends. Fast forward for dialogue. Now we have to shake Solomon Reed's hand here and agree to help because we fail the mission otherwise.
Really?
Yeah, if you do not agree to help here, the big bad guy is trying to kidnap the president, finds her and Reed, and that's it. It's the end of the DLC.
Wow.
It's not a mission success, so it doesn't count for any percent. It's just mission failed. Fish and mailed, we'll get them next time.
The miracle never happened.
Yeah. You can also do that earlier on. If you remember, after we slid down the slide, if you just mess around and take ages, they get the president. And Songbird's like, wow, you did bad, game over. And she gives you a remote electric shock.
Non-standard game over.
Non-standard game over. Wow, it's not game over because you just wake up. Johnny's like, haha, you idiot. And mission failed again. So we have been tasked by Reed to just wait a couple of days whilst he gets the president out. There is a day-night cycle, so we could stand around waiting for like an hour for 2 days to pass in game. Or
I get the feeling we'll do something.
we could just skip time.
Oh,
Twice.
great.
Much quicker.
Take a short rest.
Take a short rest, yeah. Or a long rest. But we're going to do this twice. Every time we wait, we're going to wait for 24 hours because it makes the mission timers all line up. So there's like mission later on, which is, meet at sundown, meet at 3 p.m. for nachos, things like that. And waiting in that amount, waiting 24 hours, makes it all line up. So I don't have to do any extra waiting. But we'll skip through his dialogue. He says, everything's good, president's safe, go find another member of his team.
I don't
Alex.
know if you're anything like me. I always can't help but think about what it must look like in universe when you do that long wait kind of thing, like in an Elder Scrolls game. If you just wait for 6 hours, but it's like walking around town seeing somebody literally just standing there for 6 hours or
Would be
8 hours,
strange.
or in your case 48 hours.
Yep, 48 hours of standing doing nothing.
That's
That's a long time to be waiting. But yeah, we're heading in this bar. We got to meet Alex. The quickest option here is to have no drink. No drink, no beer, no soft drink, no
Teetotal pacifist.
Teetotal pacifist.
That's the quickest way.
You can play this whole game teetotal, by the way. Every single time you are given alcohol, it's totally optional whether to drink it or not.
Interesting.
So in comes Solomon Reed. She's not happy. Daphne is not happy at all. Tells everyone to leave. And it's a gun.
Oh wow.
Pointed at Reed, pointed at us. But we've got a coin that proves we're working for the president. And you may have noticed, you may not have, it's very quick, but Daphne's just shapeshifted into Alex. Which is something we'll get into in a bit.
Oh.
But there's some technology that we're going to use later on to change our character, essentially.
Ooh, okay.
Impersonate people. But yeah, so Alex and Solomon both worked previously on an operation in Night City about 7 years ago, and they've both been undercover since. Solomon told us in the car that he works as a bouncer for a club. She's been working in this bar for 7 years, waiting for
this
contact.
moment. So from her perspective, she literally pulled up that dialogue and did the 24-hour cycle, but she just did it a very, several thousand times.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
But she had to live every single day serving people, dealing with all the violence and this rundown.
Dealing with all those teetotalers.
All those teetotalers. That definitely teetotal drink. Definitely. So they're going to just catch up, talk about the mission at hand, whilst Solomon says, meet me at Slider's hideout, which we're going to fast travel to over here. And so in this mission, there is a boss fight that is optional.
Okay.
It's a proper 5-minute boss fight, so we're going to skip it. It's like an interesting boss fight. There's like a big tower you have to fight. You have to shoot various parts of it to disable the instant kill effect it has on you. It's quite slow, so it's not, you instantly die. But it's a neat little fight, but we're not going to do that. What we are going to do is we're going to run, jump, slide up these stairs over to this waiting point and wait for Solomon. There's a lot of waiting.
Uh-oh.
And here he is.
Now that was a real effect, right? Because I know we've had some stream trouble, but that was intended.
That was intended, yep. We're going to make sure we've got emergency cloaking. And again, 12 body is useful because it means we can force open this door. So those 12 points have appeared in multiple ways. If we didn't have that, we could just press in the number on a keypad, but I don't remember what it is. And you have to stop here, scan this, because it is an actual trap.
That was close.
And we're going to skip this fight. So we're going to go straight across, activate our camouflage, straight down. And there we go, that is the fight skipped. So we go straight through and we talk to Slider. Not KK Slider, it's Wilkie Slider. You know KK Slider?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just checking.
Are you sure it's not KK Slider?
No guitar, that's the clue.
Oh, yeah.
No guitar.
I can hear him going, quick, go.
So this is he's a villain. He's not a very nice person. He works for a local gang. He's like a net runner, which is kind of like the real equivalent of hacker. He's going to get us in touch with Songbird, who's been missing up to this point. And he tells us that she's been using the black wall to get in touch with us. So in the world of Cyberpunk, the current net is the new net. The old internet is hidden behind the black wall, which contains malevolent AIs that basically are murderous, that not just want to, but will actively kill all of humanity.
So when you said old internet, I thought of GeoCities, but basically the same thing.
Basically the same thing, yeah. So here she is, giving us some more information about what we need to do. We jack out before it kills us, but unfortunately for Slider,
Poor bastard.
Oh,
he's not made it. There will be no more guitar playing in this.
that's a
run.
shame. That's a shame. I was just about to request KK Condor.
He'll visit the island later. Don't worry, children. He's just gone to the zoo, to the farm, somewhere. Anyway, we can skip through all this, and there's going to be some more gang members coming through. And we're going to skip. If they don't get in the way. Oh, we do avoid combat, which is nice. That red eye didn't fill up all the way, which means we can phone up Dakota and get Reed to fast forward. So
Some combat skips you win, some combat skips you lose. But I feel like we got the bad luck out of the way early.
Yeah, I mean, you win some, you lose some. But that's the end of that mission. So we did that without any combat, which is nice. And now we're going to phone up Mr. Hands. So we did some things for Mr. Hands. This is the point where he goes, can you do me some favors if you haven't already done them? So he's going to do a little bit of a trade. We've improved his position in the district, done some favors that put him in a good light. Ooh, I'm going to take damage there. Nope, that's fine.
And so is it quicker to do those in advance, or
Yes.
could you... Oh, okay.
You could do them now.
Yeah.
You could do them now, but just the pathing means that it's quicker to do it when we did it.
So, doable.
Because we left the final one and went straight over the road to where the payphone was. Otherwise, you have to go around a more sort of circuitous route. So he says he needs a few hours. He doesn't need 24 hours, but we'll give him 24 hours so that the time syncs up with a future mission. So we're going to do what everyone should be doing. Check our text messages.
Oh.
2589. 25. Wow. Defeated by a numpad. And we're going to go meet Mr. Hands.
Let's go.
So he's just going to talk to us for a bit. So, yeah. Anything,
Nice.
anything to share at all?
Well, we're kind of an hour into the run now, and our estimate is 2.5 hours. So there is still plenty of time for you to vote on the poll when you donate as to how you want this run to end. Are we going to the moon, or are we going with Reed?
We'll
It
find
took
out.
me a second there. It took me a second.
We've met Reed. We've not met the moon.
Oh, we have met Reed. Yeah,
But-
that's right.
But we've not met the moon, but I think everyone knows what
Are we
the
going
moon
to go with them? Are we going to go with them?
is. We will find out. The
There
power,
is still,
power's in your hands.
there is still so much room to influence that poll right now.
Absolutely.
Reed doesn't have any votes, so you could easily sway it. We would love to hear from you and your donations. And just what you think of this run in general. The amazing Sothangel. She's doing a fantastic job.
Try my best. It's going well. You know, I think we might make estimate. Might be a minute or two over. We'll see. Depends how everything goes. But yes, so Songbird told us to talk to Mr. Hands because he's got information on this place that Kurt Hansen, who is the guy in charge of the district and the guy that wants to kidnap the president, he's having a party there. So we're going to go to a party.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's going to be a good party. There's going to be party stuff. And we're going to do some counting at the party.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I can do that. I
Yep.
can do math.
We're going to do some counting. We're going to play casino. We're going to go to the casino. We're going to play roulette. We're going to do all sorts of things. But first, we've got to do like the prep for it. So we're going to
Nice.
phone Reed. And we've got to send him that information we just got.
Got the data shard from him.
Whilst we're doing that, we're going to run to a fast travel point.
No worries. This connection is secure.
So press F to transfer.
It's on its way.
And reception complete.
We pass that to
Pass
Alex.
it on to Alex.
And
And as soon as you're ready, join us at
join us at the Moth.
If I'm not there,
just in time to fast travel.
Nice.
Okay, so
Is the Moth the casino?
the Moth is the bar that we were just
Oh,
at.
the Moth is the
Yeah,
bar,
the Black
okay.
Sapphire is the casino that we're going to be going to.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so we're going to get our mission briefing from Alex and Reed. They're going to tell us what's what. They'll give us a bit more information on Kurt Hansen, who is the guy in charge. We're also going to have a
Uh-oh.
attack from the relic.
Mine, that doesn't look good.
That's not good. Johnny Silverhand is in our brain and devouring it. That's the main plot of Cyberpunk. Spoilers. So you get these sort of attacks every now and then. They're all scripted. There's nothing that comes up like
okay,
mid-combat that is RNG.
Yeah.
But Solomon Reed, don't know why government name him each time. Sol. He's here trying to help us out, and we're all, no, it's fine. It's fine. Definitely fine.
I do remember a time when I couldn't get Keanu Reeves out of my head either, but I don't think I ever fell to the floor with it.
No, me neither. It's a bit extreme.
Bit dramatic, you might say.
A little bit, yeah.
Bit extra, actually.
Extra, yeah, that's the word for it. Yeah, so Sol and yourself have a little heart-to-heart here, you know, sort of share your history. You share that time's running out for you, you know, you've not got long left to get this fixed, otherwise you disappear.
Time's running out. We've spent at least 3 days just standing still.
Yeah, that's the thing. You get, at the start of the base game, the Ripper doc, the doctor that patches you up, says you've got like a month.
Well,
and you can immediately just start going on side quests and just doing all sorts of things and take over a month.
I mean, live in the moment, I guess.
Live in the moment, yeah. But yeah, we're going to go down to the safe house, which is underneath the bar. Get scanned by the security camera.
On a little trip down memory lane.
See, we're fine.
See some old
We've got our
go.
badges and everything. Come on, let me in. And we can access the boiler room, which is where the safe house is. So yes, he told us about his history, like him and Alex and Songbird all worked together. The last mission didn't go very well. He was kind of left for dead.
Waiting downstairs.
Traded for peace, almost.
I don't know if you heard. You heard
I heard
the
what a game from Smack. Oh, Left 4 Dead, yeah, I get it now, yeah. Left 4 Dead 2, that one. But yeah, so he's just had, like, it's been rough for him, because he was left dead, hung up dry, all those expressions. Yeah, so he's just telling us about that. Her last assignment, Songbird's last assignment was to neutralize him. But, you know, friendship gets in the way, all that sort of stuff. But here's Alex. Where's Alex? Alex has arrived, so she's going to brief us on what's happening. And so she's got some equipment for us.
Oh.
So we've got two things in here. The first thing we've got is a diving suit. Oh, well, we'll do this.
Oh,
first.
wow.
This is the mission. We can't skip this.
Okay.
But we've got flooded tunnels we need to go through. And we need to do a bit sneaky in. But as always, it's quicker to do shooty than
To the
sneaky.
casino?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So the top floor is the casino. Everything else is under construction. So it's all patrolled by armed guards. All like rough and ready. You know, rough, not ready.
The way you said it before, I thought we were going to be a patron. I thought, you know, we were going to be welcomed in.
We're going to infiltrate it and pretend to be guests. So we're going to meet Songbird there, like in person. For the time being, it's just been like a vision. But opening the box, this is the gun from the cover.
Oh, so it is.
It is. It's the one
Even
from the
I
cover.
know that.
Yep. Her Majesty, just to really like nail in the spy thriller Bond adjacent thing. This is another weapon we're going to grab. It's identical to the ones we've been using, so we've now got 3 of them, and you can have 3 weapons active at any time. That all lines up nicely. So we're going to head over towards the Black Sapphire if we get off this floor. So that will take a few moments. In the meantime, is there anything to be
I
read out or
would
shared?
love to read something. So we have $25 from Pash Brown. Thank you so much, Pashby. Breathtaking run, Sophie. Keep it up.
Thank you very much, Pash Brown. Thank you very much to everyone so far that's watching and that has donated. I think they should keep them coming in, shouldn't
We
they?
really appreciate it. But do not forget that you can vote when you donate on how this run is going to end. We have the poll still very much open for Cyberpunk 2077. You just got to navigate to the polls section in our little donation app And it need not be just a poll. You can also redeem yourself a reward. You can also put your money towards a target. So we got certain incentives open. The Veni Vidi Vici trinket from V, thank you. The Glitchery Showcase for Daxter and the All Vinyls incentive for Insound Mind.
Reed, you copy? Made it to the hull.
Good stuff coming up. So these flooded tunnels, another reason why I turned the gamma up. We're going to follow this red cable. You can see it's kind of difficult to see where you're going. There's no flashlight or anything.
I'll find a way to the other side. In the meantime, I'll do some recon.
So we've got to do a little bit of swim.
Flooding these tunnels must have been
Again, this is one of those landmines from before. We can avoid this one,
secure the passages.
but it barely tickles you. Like, it's just that one.
Their defenses.
It was just those 2 tripwires.
Yeah, it's just that one that just does lethal damage. It's like, oh, okay.
Unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So these tunnels are sort of ground level, but they've been flooded deliberately to prevent access to the upper floors without going through like the front door, basically, as a means of controlling and patrolling them, or meaning so they don't have to patrol them. But we're going to swim through. Still see those red cables. We're going to follow. Here's that mine. Look, we're going to get tickled by it.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, next to nothing.
yeah.
Next to nothing.
Maybe a third. It's just is what it is. I know we're going to surface up here in just a moment, and we get to do the only mini game of this run. So there's a little hacking mini game we'll do in a second, but we've just got to get through this section. Come on, there we go. Right, there's another mine down there. Same thing. It's going to tickle us. You can disable it, but yeah, again, just a little tickle.
Next to nothing.
Next to nothing.
So while we're going through here, maybe I'll ask another question. Is there a very active community for running Cyberpunk, would you say? Or even around the DLC?
More active for The Witcher. So CD Projekt Red made Cyberpunk and Witcher. Witcher's more active than Cyberpunk. As I said, I picked this up originally because I saw no one had run it. This category specifically. People run base game, and it was much more active when the game had first come out, as is probably not a surprise. But yeah, there's a couple of people running Cyberpunk. I think it's been a few months since the last person someone last posted a time.
Fair, okay.
This will probably be the most recent one for a while.
And so, you mentioned the current world record. Do you know off the top of your head what that is?
So real time, that's 2 hours 31 and 1 second.
Okay.
It's going to be a bit tight to get to estimate because there have been a couple of mistakes and strange quirks. But
We'll see how it
we'll
goes.
be close. We'll be close.
And who is the holder of that record?
It's a certain person next to you.
It is Sothangel.
Well, there's no one there, so it must be me.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
it is
current
me.
world record holder.
Yep. Current world record holder.
Oh, there you are.
1 of 1, and then 2 more people did it but didn't beat me, so 1 of 3. Yep. So we've snuck in. We're going to help Solomon Reed. I keep government naming him. We're going to help Reed sneak in. We've got to do this mini game here with the gate.
I quite
we
like
need
that.
to basically just
Solomon
get
Reed.
1 of those active.
There you go.
and
Sorry, I completely... Can you talk us through what you did?
So that was a little grid of 20 numbers, 5x4, and there's on the right-hand side there's a set of like hex values you have to match, and you just need to find them on the left.
Oh, okay.
You go across, and then you go down, and that's all you need to do.
So you can do that with without any knowledge of
Yep.
actual hexadecimal.
Yes, there's just matching numbers.
What
basically.
kind of hacking game is this?
I know. So we're just gonna
Where are those guns?
straight in. Doesn't matter if we get spotted because we just see him, leave him. See ya. I was careful with the jump there because if you land on one of them, you do a little takedown animation. Just takes a second or
So
two.
it locks you into it.
Yeah, but we can just avoid it. Can't fast forward through this dialogue because we're moving vertically in an elevator and we're in combat. No, we're not. But the next section coming up is a little sniper section. So we're going to be doing a lot of shooting. This is probably the sort of the area with the biggest like time gain if you're good. I'm not the best shooter in the world, you know.
Are we having another run and gun moment?
Well, not run and gun. It's stay stationary and gun.
Oh, it's a turret.
Yeah, it's a turret. So we're going to take over from this guy. He's gone off shift.
Drop the sniper.
So Reed is going to come up this elevator here.
Vantage point saw everything.
Like there he is, told you. And he's got to get all the way across here to this point.
User detected.
This is suspiciously smelling like a mini game.
I got you.
Well, not a mini game really. You can do like the stealth option where you know, tell him where things are, help him with all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Rifle sports a
But the rifle
silencer.
does sport silencer.
I think I'm just triggered by this setup resembling
See a bunch
that
of
mission in
containers.
Sly Cooper,
Use
where you
them
have
to
to
get
kind
your
of
side.
shoot. I don't know if you played Sly
I've
Cooper.
not played Sly Cooper. It's one of many I haven't
One of the
played.
characters, Murray, has to get to the end and you have to basically cover him with fire.
I mean, that is basically what we have to do. So we could scan the hazards, like this mine, and tell him about it, and he disarms them.
Active.
Or we can say,
Don't see anything.
go, shoot it, and we can get everyone hostile. So I missed that one. That's fine. So we've got this crate here. We're going to explode for some extra damage. So this will take a couple of minutes. But hopefully, with some good aim, we can do well. So I've just got to concentrate on making sure I click heads. It's an instant kill if you get a headshot. Takes 2 if you don't. There's a couple of heavy enemies as well that you really need to get a headshot on, because otherwise it's 3 or 4 shots to the body. But of course, if you miss, that doesn't count for anything. So see, I did that guy in a body shot. I took 3 because he's armoured. Where are the others? There's one there. We're going to leave this box undamaged because a heavy runs past. Here he is. Sometimes he shoots it automatically. Oh, hang on, he's next. Sorry. I got my order wrong. People sometimes are hiding behind walls, these pillars. Oh, I keep missing this one. There we go. I'm looking at Reed just to see who he's fighting. Just because it tells me. Yeah, there's someone there.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see. Yeah, you can shoot through the wall. But I don't have aimbot, unfortunately. So I can't see them physically. Again, there's another fella here. So here's the heavy artillery guy.
time for
Sometimes he
bot.
blows this up automatically, sometimes he doesn't, but it just staggers him so you can just get the shot on him. Come on, he's slightly behind. There we go.
I didn't know the Brotherhood of Steel was in this game.
Yeah, it's all Fallout. Who knew? Missed him. Got him. Again, there's one behind the wall there. Just take out these drones because they're targeting me. They don't do massive damage because it's easy, but they are annoying, especially because the light gets in the way. So we've got 1 or 2 more waves left. Oh, we stopped conveniently. There's going to be another drone that comes up. And 1 more wave, I think. He dodged. There we go, and that's the last one. So he's going to lower the bridge, and we're going to head over to him. Once we're walking and waiting to read.
Yes, if I've got the chance, I would
Please
love
do.
some attention. Well, not attention from me, but attention for one of our donors. So we have a donation from Steve at Real Good Games, who says that I often fall to the ground thinking about Keanu Reeves as I reenact Point Break. And Steve has donated $69.
Wow, very nice.
I've been told I can say that. I can say. Yeah. Okay. I'm good to say that.
We're good,
Yeah.
we're good.
And Steve has also voted on our poll. So
Ooh.
Steve has selected the To the Moon option. So that is now leading by quite some way. So if you want to see us go with Reed instead, you've still got time. Please keep those donations coming in. We love to see them.
Look into his eyes. He wants, he needs your donations. Get him coming in. What would you say your favourite Keanu Reeves film is, if you have one?
Oh gosh, my favorite Keanu Reeves film.
I mean, the Matrix is probably for me. Like, that's the classic.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm trying. I don't know that I've actually seen that many Keanu Reeves films.
John Wick?
Haven't seen it.
No, I've not seen it either. Good chat.
Yeah. So whenever, like, if there's any quiz that me and Sothangel are in, film questions, just can't have banter at the end because
Yep.
Don't know it.
Yep.
Don't know it.
The joke amongst me and my quiz team is I haven't seen films, which is true.
Haven't seen films.
I just haven't seen films.
Haven't seen films. Haven't seen.
So we've put on our suit.
Oh, this is it. This is. So we disguise
So we're
him now.
dressed in blue and check out Reed. Look at my man. Look at my man. He is looking
my God.
fly. So here it is. This is the casino. This is much nicer than the construction work and sewers and things that we were underneath.
Those holographic pillars.
Holographic waterfall. Blue fire. Everything you could possibly need for a great party. Bouncers. Hologram. That's a hologram on our brain, so that doesn't count. We're going to get a drink because we get a little bit of dialogue.
Hold on, now I thought we were teetotal.
Well, it speeds up dialogue a little bit.
Okay.
We can pretend it's water, it's fine. But it means Reed just walks here a little bit quicker. So we have to wait for Songbird to make contact. That is actually waiting real time, but we can speed it up. So we are going to we're going to run into a guard, walk into him 34 times.
Okay.
2, 3, yeah, we're just
4,
going to count. 5,
6,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
How many? 34?
13, 14 I think, 15,
16,
16, 17, 18,
18,
19, 20. It's a bit quicker. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
Do the last few with us.
30,
31, 32, 33, 34.
And there she is. She is.
Oh, that's why we did that.
So she appears. Yep.
Yeah.
You can mill around. You can talk to people. Like that's the bad guy over there. He's just sort of chilling out. But you can talk to like famous people from the in-game world. Like there's TV stars here. There's gang members,
Oh,
and
wow.
you can talk and interact with them. But here's Songbird. So she's looking very different from when she does appear in like our visions. She's all like bored out with like cybernetics.
She's a bit roboty.
She's very roboty. But she is basically here as Kurt Hansen's guest. She's not here willingly. So there's Kurt Hansen there. Big military type. You know, he was here as part of the NUSA's army.
John Military.
John Military refused to leave, took over. And this is now his playground, basically. But Songbird touched us, and she's connected to the relic again in our head. So she can still talk to us and communicate with us. So this is a vision, much like Johnny, is not actually there, like a hallucination of vision. But she left a gift for us in this wine glass. It's a shard with information on how to take out Hansen and get the cure. Not the band, the cure to all our ills.
I'm counting on you.
And we're going to get it from here. There it is. You can see I slip it into the glass if we're not fast forwarding, but it's hard to see. So we come to Speedrunner's Nightmare, unskippable cutscene.
Uh-oh.
So you can hear there's some music in the background. This is Lizzie Wizzy doing a stage performance, which cannot be fast forwarded through at all.
Oh, great.
So it lasts about 5 minutes.
Oh.
And it's a genuine 5-minute wait.
Okay.
There is no fast forwarding.
I
through it.
mean, well, I mean, that would be a great time for donations.
Would be.
Hint. If you want to send us any messages, send us any love, we would love to hear it. Let me suggest, though, during this 5 minute little bit of a break, how about we hydrate?
Hydration
Because it's
is
a good
good.
idea to hydrate, and you should do that at home
It's
as
certainly
well.
good. Make sure you have a drink as well, yeah?
Does
Does this go up or does this go sideways?
It can go sideways.
So it does. I have to make sure I'm pressing
I don't know
F.
about you, but I see coincidences as patterns, structures we have yet to recognize.
Cheers.
What you driving at?
SF-1 crashes.
So,
Not anywhere.
I
Well,
actually
specific turf.
put a shard in that bottle.
Did you?
Yeah. So now we can...
It's got, hang on, let me read it.
Yeah.
Plug it into my head. It has allowed Toasty Stoat to
We suspected that from
read
the get-go.
something.
Yeah. Wow. It worked. It
does
worked.
No.
And it better do, because that shard was very expensive technology. So I would love to read you a $50 donation from Kiosk, and they have just said, to the moon!
To the moon.
But not only have they voted for the to the moon option, they have got themselves a lovely
Had to.
Drippy Goosebird t-shirt.
Happy Goosebird.
Because do not forget that if you donate at least, I believe, $46, you'll be able to claim one of those t-shirts as your very own. We still have plenty to give away, so if you're donating, make sure your money goes to something.
Absolutely.
As if going towards Alzheimer Fund wasn't amazing enough.
You can get your own
As I see it,
stuff for yourself as well. As we said, it's a free for one deal.
3-for-1
stuff.
deal, yeah. Thank you so much, Kiosk.
Thank you very much. May not be able to quite look as fly as Reed here, but you look certainly dripped out with very
Oh,
shirts.
absolutely.
Goosebird, John Speedrun.
John Speedrun.
You know, lovely
The
bit of
classic ESA Summer 2025 t-shirt, that's also available.
gear. Absolutely. Recommend it.
Yeah, and here we are.
I suppose it's the most similar in design to this, actually.
Thinking a few
Yeah.
steps ahead was always a strength. But
Does it come with the watch that doesn't have anything on it apart from red
That
light?
looks like well, I thought it looked like a smiley face at first, but
It could be a smiley face. Maybe it just likes smiley faces.
Beautiful defeats.
We can fast forward when we hear the crowd cheer.
okay.
Because that's when Lizzie Wizzy's performance is.
Do you mean in game
yeah,
or in
in-game.
room?
In room? That would be nice if we could manifest
Okay,
it.
okay.
but
Okay.
In game.
They'll know. They'll just know the right
They'll know.
point. They will know.
Oh, Lizzie
Because I put
Wizzy.
shards in all their water as well, you see.
Lizzie Wizzy, incidentally, is played by Grimes, the musician.
Oh, right. You said Grimes was in this game at first, and I was kind of looking out to see if I
So
could
we
spot
don't.
her.
She doesn't look like. They don't look like Grimes.
What do you want to do about it?
The character, because their characters basically being
Yep.
cybernetically enhanced. But yeah, this game's very expensive. Like not to buy, but development of it.
Yeah.
It's like third
Yeah.
or fourth most expensive game to develop.
Really?
Probably has to pay
Because of all
wages to
the
these actors.
endorsements.
Right.
Not
So
endorsements,
should
but
watch
what are they
your every
called?
move closely.
Royalties?
Sure.
What's the word?
Additional trust?
I don't know.
No more.
Yeah,
We'll,
we
we'll,
know.
we'll
yeah.
find out when you book us for your video game.
Yeah, I can read words
Right.
sometimes.
I
Toasty definitely can.
What do we have to do to say
I don't think I'm going to be in a job after this.
Songbird.
Let's talk a bit more about the speed tech for this game. So, what are the big exciting speed techs coming up? Are there any kind of major skips?
We're kind of done with all the skips.
Okay.
Well, there is a potential one cycle that we can do in a bit. That involves driving, which we'll deal with when we get to
okay.
it.
But otherwise, it's just clean type movement.
Yeah, clean type movement, basically.
And
combat.
not getting people aggroed for way longer than they should be.
Yes. And we can fast forward now. So Reed has just told us what our mission is. Just going to scan these two preemptively. We need to impersonate some people, as I mentioned, using this tech that Alex has. So we're going to do a bit of shopping. Buy some chips. The casino type, rather than triple cooked. So this person here in the gold, these people in the gold and blue jacket.
I really want some triple cooked chips right
Oh,
now.
I know. I can go for them as well.
So, true story. I actually used to be a roulette croupier.
Did you?
This is not even a bit. This is legitimately. I used to do that in university.
Oh,
yeah.
How was it?
A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Like, some people would deal blackjack, some people would deal poker. I was like, I'll do roulette because you don't have to talk to anybody that way. You just spin the wheel, do the thing.
Well.
Yeah.
So we've been told that we need to steal some identities.
Okay.
So I scan these two in advance because it basically says scan them to progress. And if you do it in advance, you've already scanned it. And we need to fill up the meters on the left and right.
So
Basically,
are you kind of learning about them to
yeah, because we're
imitate
gonna
them?
impersonate them.
I see.
So we need to get them chatty, get them talking, make them open up.
Get the social security number.
Yeah, basically, last four digits of their PIN.
So we're actually legitimately fishing right now.
We are fishing, yeah. We are fishing. So we've got Ural and Americ Cassel. They are twins from France on holiday as legitimate business people.
Oh.
Definitely not criminals.
Definitely
not. Picking the first option for everything gives Ural 48% and it gives Americ 80, I think 82, yeah. But at the end, we need to do something big and explosive. So we say, should we go all in? I pick one colour, you pick another.
Ooh.
So we're going for red because it's option number one, and they're going for black, and we need to know what the outcome is.
How can we do that?
So we can tell by their reaction, their animation they play, and from the right-hand side, it will say cash out your winnings optional if we've won. So they gave each other a little high five, which means they won.
Okay.
So we need to remember.
That's not scripted.
That's not scripted. If you are successful with scanning them, you have a much higher chance of winning.
Right.
If you are lower percentage on both of them, you are more likely to lose.
I see.
So we do need to remember. But here's Hanson. He's like, mate, I know your game. I know who you're with. Reed's downstairs. Go get him. Because he was supposed to join us for that, but he went missing. So on the right it says, you know my name, talk to Alex. It would say optional, cash out your winnings.
Oh,
it doesn't.
Okay.
So they won. We need to remember, they won.
Okay.
This is Lizzie Wizzy, it's played by Grimes. She's very shiny and silver, which is why it doesn't look like Grimes.
Looking a little bit like Doral.
Indeedy do. So we got a little walk to get to an elevator and to go down. Again, unskippable dialogue in an elevator. Would you like to bless our ears with some wine?
Oh, I'd love to. We've got a $5 donation from Seb. And Seb has looked at you playing this game and gone, wait, this isn't Football Manager?
Oh, Seb, thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Seb.
Yes, Seb's one of my Football Manager playing friends. I have too much time with Football Manager. There's not really any speedruns for Football Manager. There is one for Football Manager 2016, which I think is sacked percent. And you just have to like upset all your players.
Is that true?
It's genuinely true.
Because I wish you had told me that before I'd written the quiz questions for Saturday. Because I would absolutely have used that.
Well, always time to.
Still got time.
Yeah, you never know. Alex is saying that she's worried that how everything's gone. You know, Hanson was on Reed straight away. They
I'd be
knew.
worried, yeah.
You know, and we're going to get escorted out. Now, what's the quickest way to deal with an escort?
Pacifism?
Pacifism.
Pacifism.
Pacifism is quick. I mean, we can get walked out and there can be no violence. Can is one of the words. Or...
You and your troop.
Oh, wow.
Oh no!
I didn't see what happened there.
Listen.
I dashed really quickly into something and just died.
It's never happened before.
It genuinely
Yeah.
has never happened before.
Yeah.
It's just so scuffed. It's great. Are we going to have to do that whole elevator ride again?
Well, you tell me.
I don't know.
You're the runner. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay, just shoot in the face.
Oh, I missed. There we go. Let's see. That's what it's supposed to go like.
That's a relief.
Yeah, so we can walk out slowly. Or we can just sort of run and dash out. You know? 3 stars wanted. Lose our tail. So we're going to head in the direction of the Moth, the bar that we were at earlier, because that's where our next mission is. And we're going to pop our invisibility in a moment. And we're going to pop that now. Hopefully. So they've gone blue because they've lost sight of us. The yellow markers don't matter because they're gangs rather than police. Okay, there's a police vehicle there. We've got to hope they didn't see us. Ah, that's not good. Genuinely, didn't know they could spawn that far down there. But again, we've lost them. You can see the stars have faded slightly.
It's like your wanted level.
Yes, it is exactly the wanted level. Again, these are gang members rather than police. The police and the gang are the same here, but they're just sort of separate mechanically. So those stars will start to flash, which means that they're losing interest. Reed's going to phone us and say, well done, you did good. Thumbs up. We tell him about what Hanson wanted, and he's going to say, wait for us.
So he was fine the whole time?
He was fine the whole time. Yeah, he got out. He's fine. He's safe. As I said, he can teleport. Like, he's working for the NUSA.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Yep. So we waited a day. He's going to phone us again.
Recon's in our rear view now. Get yourself ready.
Open the door. Get scanned. Birds of broken wings. So we're getting towards the...
Is a song by?
Ooh. I was going to say Beatles, but I was thinking of Blackbird.
I don't actually know the answer.
I don't know either. Answer on the postcard, please.
Answers in a donation. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice.
Wouldn't that be nice?
So these two are having a little chinwag, catching up. They say, do you want to hear about all of our sort of backstory and history together? That takes time. That takes time.
No, we don't. We don't.
We don't. No, thank you. and we do unfortunately have to wait. We can leave and phone someone, but I forgot to do that.
Well,
quicker.
while we're waiting, can I ask you a question? Because
Please do.
right at the start of this run, about an hour and a half ago, you said we have to pick the male character on the masculine body for a particular reason that's going to come up.
That's still yet to come
We're
up.
still
Yep.
we're still waiting for that moment to
Yep.
come up. Okay.
It's literally 1 or 2 dialogue lines, but it's
Really?
like 10 seconds.
Well, I mean, got to save the frames.
Yep. So we've had a big chat. We've come to the conclusion that Songbird was the reason why the plane got shut down. She sold out the president in exchange for escaping, because the president has basically been using her to do illegal things. Breach of the Black Wall is like illegal in international law.
Breach of the
Black Wall, the AI that's protecting the new internet from all the old evil AI. And yeah, she's been like forced to do that.
Sounds simple.
Kind of
enough.
forced.
It's
all a bit complicated. But we've just been given
When you think you're near.
a fob to open a car. The car of the people that we scanned in the casino with, because we're going to impersonate them. And that starts by nicking their wheels. So first things we need to do is we need to get like the frequency for the car and everything. So that's going to involve heading over to this little area. I'm going to do a little fight up there and jack into a little port.
When we impersonate them, do we have to wear special clothes or anything, or we just go around saying, "Hey, I'm this person"?
We're not going to do "No, I'm Spartacus" or
Right.
"No, I'm John Speedrun." Yeah. We're going to nick their clothes. We're going to nick everything
Wow.
there is about them. So we've scanned them. So we've got like their brain prints. Basically, is the sort of best way I can describe that. That's the boss. So we want to unload into the boss as much as we can. And the boss is... Oh yeah, this is the pistol. Forgot it auto-equips the pistol after that mission. I'm going to reload. So each of the gangs have a different like combat music. So these are the Voodoo Boys. The same ones that we avoided the boss fight with earlier when we talked to Slider, KK Slider, in his internet-enabled wheelchair. There we go, that's the last one. So we're going to get into here, get the data we need, and we're going to be on our way. Downloading the encryption key, gets to 100%, but it's incomplete, so we need to go get the second half. So Alex is going to tell us where to go, and we're going to do another little bike ride.
Very nice.
Okay, so jump across back onto the road. Taxi, not taxi. Bike. Nope, doesn't want to arrive. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, did it not show up?
Nope, it's just not appearing.
Oh.
There is one we can steal. We can get this one.
And if your Uber doesn't show up, that's not the recommended strat. Don't steal.
Do not steal someone else's vehicle if your Uber is not being compliant. So if you've got good memory, you might realise that this is the same route we took at the start of the game.
Ah, yes, of course.
Of course.
I knew that.
We'll hang a right again, front of this car. But instead of getting off at the entrance to Dogtown, we keep going. And we're going to try the risky jump off of a freeway strategy.
Okay.
So as we go down under this underpass, we're going to hang a right on the wrong side of the road, because we're going to that rooftop where that yellow icon is. So we're going to get off of that here. Songbird's phoning us, but that's fine.
B, heads up. I can't talk long.
Going to take damage,
Quickly.
but we don't take too much.
Good news.
If you land on the floor,
Managed to
that's
upgrade
enough that
the
you die.
You'll see what I mean in a minute.
Sometimes this phone call,
Completely painless.
so if you arrive quick enough, you can do all this stuff first and then deal with the phone call.
Nothing to find.
Because
Right. It's
vehicle didn't spawn for some
super
reason.
important.
Again, never happens.
Days between us.
We have to just listen to her. There's no fast forwarding for it.
Okay. Well, while we're listening to her, do you want to listen to something else?
Please do.
Let's have a quick recap on those targets. So at the moment, the all vinyls incentive target for In Sound Mind is sitting at $76. So that's got another $125 to go. It's well on the way, though. You can also put your donation towards the Glitch Root Showcase for Daxter and the Veni Vidi Vici Trinket for VVVVVV.
Is that enough V's?
I think that's enough V's.
I think it's enough V's. Okay.
Enough V's.
Do you know what the main character's name is? V.
Is it really?
Yeah, genuinely.
Is it really?
V, yeah.
Well, it was either going to be V or Pacifist at this rate, wasn't it?
John Pacifist.
John Pacifist.
No, genuinely V. Male or female.
Excellent. And of course, you can put your money towards our current poll for how Songbird's journey will end. To the Moon is kind of running away with it. If you don't want that to happen, we want to hear from you.
Rather aptly, the money's gone to the moon for that. And speaking of Songbird, we're about to meet her. This is the reason why we've been fast-forwarding in 24-hour increments, because you can see meet between 11 p.m. and 1 p.m. Like, that is quite a narrow window to hit, but doing it in 24-hour cycles mean that when you arrive here, you don't have to wait. She's just there. So that's why we wait that extra little bit of time. Yep. So she's going to talk. She's going to reminisce about her sort of time here, her problems, and we are getting close to the penultimate mission, really.
Ooh.
Yeah, like we're getting close.
Exciting.
Yeah, exciting times.
How are we doing for pace, do you think?
I think we're going to be behind.
Okay.
It's about 40 minutes for the final mission.
Okay. Still very doable.
Doable, but we'll see. So we've got to wait for Songbird just to walk and talk. Again, this is her sort of relic appearance, so this is just sort of only we can see her. John, random passerby, won't be able to see her because she's just in our head. But we just do a little bit of chat. She's just sort of explaining, why she's betrayed the president. How Kurt Hansen has then betrayed her in turn, because much like Darth Vader, altered the deal.
Sounds like a game of political intrigue.
It is. It's very, very political intrigue. Well, it's a spy action thriller. That's what they've made this expansion as in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much what they've done. So she's going to talk to us, and then we're going to have to phone Reed, who's going to say, go meet this person, which we're going to do as soon as she stops talking. She gives a little wave, like that.
Bye.
Bye.
So you said there's really not going to be that much combat in the rest of this run from here.
No, we've got the final fight.
And that's it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Sony contacted me.
So it's just sort of preparation for that.
Well, first off,
And do we have any more body checks?
No more body checks. That's all done. But we are going to do the mission where we impersonate those people in just a moment.
Excellent.
So we've got to call this person here.
Hello?
Hello. Open up. So this is a Ripper Doc, a doctor that specialises in like cybernetic implants and things like that.
I see.
And here is Reed again. He has got a thing called an icebreaker. So it's not a big ship, but it's something that breaks ice. So in this case, ICE stands for Intrusion Countermeasure Electronics. Basically a personal firewall to prevent netrunners and hackers breaching your personal defences. Because everyone's got cybernetics, like 99 out of 100 people do.
I see.
So people could just hack into you and get last 4 digits PIN and everything.
It just sounds like hell, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not good. InfoSec would have a nightmare with this. But we have got to get a new face. Quite literally. So she's going to do a bit of surgery on us and replace our fleshy organic face with like a mask that can change its appearance. So Alex was using that because she changed her appearance, her hair color, everything. And we will use that in a couple of minutes. But she's got to install it.
And we're using this for the impersonation.
Yes. So after this, we're then going to go intercept them and impersonate them. Before that, we're going to get a face installed. That's the inside of our new face. There we go. So we now get a new ability that we can use that changes our appearance and helps with like wanted level as well, as like a little sound effect. And we're also getting this icebreaker that we're going to use against Songbird, or we've been told to use it against Songbird.
But will we?
But will we?
Will we? Will we?
Indeed.
Well, that is up to you with your donations.
But first, here's Johnny. Hi, Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
He's just going to have a chat with us, like, you know, what you're doing, what you're going to do.
Did he just ask us to count his fingers?
He did. He did genuinely say, how many fingers am I holding up? And he gave us a choice finger to count.
This man doesn't know that we can count up to 34.
We can count up to 34. So there we go. So icebreaker's installed. So we leave the clinic and we begin. I've seen that face before. The third last mission, I think.
Hey, procedures are wrapped.
So procedures all done. And we need to go up here to wait for the net runners.
Just one hiccup. Our access to Cowan Exotics was cut.
So we know they're going to use a car to get in. So we're going to wait by the main gate to find them. So perched up top.
Are we still wearing that blue suit?
We're still wearing that blue suit. We're going to wear that for a little bit longer because we're going to change. It's raining. We didn't bring our umbrella, so we're going to wait. The cars come in a set order, so we know which one it's going to be. Or I know which one it's going to be, but
you still have to scan them.
We're going to scan. We don't have to, but we're going to scan every single one because it gets a bit of dialogue that we can then fast forward with.
Okay.
Yep. And we're going to look down just to maximize frame rate because the rain does add to the or reduces the frames per second. But we can see the vehicles as they arrive. Okay, I think that's the only one that doesn't actually speed up because it crashes into that.
Oh, oops.
Whoops. So you can fast forward. So we're going to get a couple of bikes. There they are.
Is that them?
That's not them.
Oh, it's not them.
Be a bit weird if
I
they
got
swap.
a bit hasty.
Bit weird if they swap two wheels out for four. But this vehicle here, now if you scan the back of the car, you generally, you normally scan the driver otherwise, which is them. So we're going to get up and we need to go intercept their vehicle. So we want to land on that. So Ree's just telling us that they're going to go hang out somewhere.
Okay, they're stationary.
This is their car. It's a sporty little number. And we've got like this fob that lets us access it.
Wow.
Just gain street credit.
A skeleton fob.
A skeleton fob, yeah. So we're going to use it, pop the boot. I'm going to get in.
Ooh.
So we can plug into like a computer at the back. And we can access like the cameras on the car.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so we can see everything.
So we can basically just stake them out in here. We're going to wait for them to come back.
Yeah, so we're going to wait for them to come back. I think, I checked the in-game clock I think once, and I think it's like 4 hours past. Which is a long time to wait in the boot of a car.
Yeah.
With nothing but cycling through cameras for entertainment.
Not that long considering we just stood out in the middle of the...
For 48 hours, that is true,
48
yeah.
hours.
But here they are returning. Aurora and Americ Cassell. She's hungover, so he's driving. And we are going to take control of the car. We're going to hijack it. So we're going to drive it remotely. We're not going to take over as soon as the option appears.
Okay.
Because we want to minimize the distance from the car to our destination so that we can one cycle.
Oh.
So they're going to have a little chat here. Reed's going to say, do it. But we're going to go to the front camera. And we're going to wait a little bit. And now we're going to do it. because we want to do it just at this junction. We're going to ignore the mini-map. We're going to drive to the right. This car is wild. So this bar at the top is like our time limit. At 60%, they regain control of the car for a moment.
Okay.
So we basically want to cross this crossroad before that happens, which we've successfully done. So normally, oh, there you go. So they've got it just after. So we didn't quite make it. That was literally like the maximum.
So close.
Yeah. So it reboots and we regain control. This is their only like counter that they do.
Yep, you're back in.
So yeah, you can see how close we were.
Into the garage.
As soon as we crossed like the opening.
But I don't know why I said garage.
Garage. Yeah. So we were really unlucky with that. That was the longest sort of like time you can get. Happens.
Only by a few seconds though.
A few seconds, yeah. So part of hijacking their identities does mean disposing of the original identities.
Oh, that's a shame.
Which is unfortunate.
That's a shame.
And this isn't like explicitly told to us. We've been told we're gonna like kidnap them, but we're not told that we're gonna kill them. Like that's a bit of a shock.
So we thought we'd just,
just leave them tied up somewhere.
Yeah.
So over here, a new fresh outfit, and we're gonna get in the car.
Taking the wheel.
So we've put on the outfit. Alex has put on Aurora's outfit. You can see our nice blue one. So the gold outfit she was wearing before, and using the technology.
So here we go.
Morphs into her.
You get the facial shift.
Yep.
And presumably we did the same thing on our end.
We're about to do it with the imprint we put in our head. So it changes your body, your skin, it changes your voice. So you may have noticed I picked the female voice to make the contrast clear. So we were speaking female voice, but now we've now got male voice.
We're now French.
We're now French.
It's like we attended the language cafe not 2 hours ago.
It is. Ouais, très bien. And so we're now on Firestarter. This is the penultimate mission. So we're now impersonating them.
So why are we impersonating them?
So we impersonate them to go to a meeting with Kurt Hansen to get access to the technology that we need. We ran over that pedestrian incidentally.
Yeah, I did. I did spot that.
In the bottom left, you can see our speed. We're limited to like 40 miles an hour as law-abiding civilians, but by doing that, we can drive faster. So it's genuine speed tech.
Oh, so you intentionally broke the law?
Intentionally broke the law, officer, to drive faster. And then we're going to go in here to the destination. So you can see 38 miles an hour, limited to.
Yep.
We could get to 80 by hitting that person. So that was like perfect.
Nicely timed.
That was absolutely perfect, yeah.
They walked out in front of the car just the right time.
Just the right time, yeah. But yes, we're going to meeting to get this cure that we've been promised. We need to impersonate them to do it, so we can do that and rescue Songbird at the same time. Reed and Alex think that we're going to go there to kidnap arrest Songbird effectively. Sorry, I wasn't looking. But yeah, we're not going to do that for the moment. We are siding with Songbird to do the quicker route. And yeah, we've got to press V. Only time we have to press V to get this menu up. So because we're going to be impersonating them, we need to make sure we're actually convincing in our impersonations.
So we have to act exactly
as them.
Americ would.
Instead of I was waiting patiently. And once we wait, is there anything to be read out?
Well, I can remind everybody that with your donation, you can vote on how this run is going to end, because we have... Where's my polls? There we go. So we have at the minute Songbird's journey in that incentive poll to the moon is leading by $121.77. And we only have, what, maybe half an hour in the run left?
Yeah, about half
an hour. For that to change? It's very possible. It's very possible if we get the right donations coming in. But we want to hear from you. We would love to hear you. We love your messages.
So coming up after this elevator ride is the reason why we pick male body.
Ah, okay.
So we're finally getting to that decision. So can I ask you a question? So my
presumption is that once I stop being distracted by my tablet,
Yep.
my presumption is that if we had picked the female body, we would instead be.
We would be Aurora, that's correct.
Yes.
And Alex would be playing as Amaric.
So we would be changing.
So we know that Aurora is very like, I don't care, give me my money.
Yeah.
Amaric is actually interested in all this military sort of stuff. And so Murphy says, oh, we're expecting the FIA, the NUSA's CIA equivalent, to pull a plan.
Is that so?
4 lines is what Alex says there. If she's being Amaric, she's like, oh, well, it's very obvious that they have to do something because he's a very important man, blah, 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 blah. Like, that is the genuine reason why we put that. It is for 10 seconds of dialogue skipped, basically. Got to leave our weapons here and get scanned because we're perfectly impersonating them.
Yep.
Pass the scan. That's all.
Easily. This is the most pathetic test so far.
Easy. Straight in. When the door opens. Told you.
And I'm presuming also there is a memory test at some point.
Yes. So in the bottom left, you can see we've got this little dossier.
Yes.
That gives us information. If you're playing as, we're going to skip this dialogue. I keep pressing V and it's not working. There we go. So we get a little memory test coming up. We've got all the answers there. If you play as a Raw, you get a Raw's one in the bottom left corner. So we get interrogated, talked to, and you have to pass all the checks. You get to fail 1.
Okay.
If you fail 2, they know something's wrong. They know that this technology exists. They put 2 and 2 together, and it's game over.
So you can say something, wildly out of character once.
Once.
Okay.
Yeah. So we know from Emmerich, we know that he transfers his memory to storage disks. His memories from 2073 to 75 were stolen. He used to work for a company called Petrochem. He is totally teetotal, much befitting this run.
Yep.
Doesn't drink at all. Collects classic cars, and he's allergic to strawberries. So
please tell me at some point we get offered a strawberry.
We will see.
Funny.
We will see. From Aurora, we know that she spent time in prison. She was born with hearing loss. She likes the fashion of Kerry Eurodyne, and so those appear in the dossier, and you have to answer the questions correctly. But this is Kurt Hansen. This is him, and Songbird's down there. The actual Songbird, rather than just the vision on the relic.
A pleasure to see you both.
A pleasure. Songbird needs a minute, so we're going to have a chat.
We are not in a hurry.
So we can fast forward through dialogue, but we need to click the option. Did we win the casino?
Are you asking me to remember?
Yeah.
No, we didn't. Well, we, myself and Yusuf, we did not.
No, the French twins
These
did.
people
though,
did.
So we need to answer yes. What car do we want? A Porsche 911, classic car. The other's a modern one. Do we drink?
No.
Nope, we don't take a drink. So he's going to talk to Aurora. Grills her. Aurora's correct. We could check his knife out. Very nice knife. Have it back. And then he's saying, did we work for a company? We say no. And he's like, oh, are you sure? But that's the one we were allowed to get wrong.
Oh,
so we can
did
just skip that one. We can just hammer 1.
Yeah.
And we're going to follow Songbird down. Songbird.
See, I was really hoping you asked me another question because I was getting ready to go strawberry.
Strawberry. No, strawberry doesn't turn up, unfortunately.
Oh.
It's the red herring, rather aptly. So what are we at? 156. Okay, so I think we might be like 10 minutes over.
The mainframe is
It's going to add up to a little bit, I think.
Okay.
She's ready to go.
Just so we're all aware. So Songbird's walking down.
He created this lab especially.
And in here is the prize. This is what we're all fighting for. There's a neural matrix in here, an advanced AI.
In that thing?
In this thing that can cure all our woes. It can cure our brain. It can cure Songbird's problem. It's all good. So that's the real Songbird. That's the Vision Songbird. She's going to hack the stadium and turn on all the defenses, and we're going to run away. We're going to make our escape. Songbird's going to take the matrix in here. And we're going to leave those two to it. So this is going to pop open. That's going to look very much like a brain.
Like a brain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite like a brain. But it's in this little thing here. So we're just going to extract it. We're gonna jack in, do our stuff, pretend we're doing everything that Reed and Alex want us to do. And for this, we're gonna portray Reed because it's the quicker way to get towards the end.
I see. But this is not.
This is not the
poll.
incentive.
This
No,
is not the incentive.
this is.
That's still upcoming.
That comes up later. So she's hacked the entire stadium. She's gone through the black wall to do it. It's all going off. She realizes she's being betrayed. Oh, I've opened the menu. And we need to make her escape. So we're not going to worry about collecting any weapons because we don't have any yet. We're going to get ammo though. And we're going to collect our stuff from our locker later.
Okay.
So we need to get through here. There is a boss fight here, but we're going to run past. So. So the boss fight's in the next one. My mistake. It's got a banger soundtrack, this part.
So you're skipping this next boss?
Skipping this bit, and we're going to skip the boss that's through this set of bars. So we just use camo just to hide from combat. The icons on the top red were red, they're now grey. And we can see Songbird, the green icon, is running towards us. And she's going to close the shutter behind her, and we can safely get our weapons. We don't need to equip anything, because we're going to lose our weapons again in a minute. I don't think there's any more ammo we can get here. Oh yes, there's a tiny bit. So on the right hand side is Murphy, the guy we met in the lift. We're going to just ignore him and just run past. If we sided with Reed at that point, we would then be fighting Kurt Hansen at this point. But because we didn't have to.
And this is the quicker route, of
This
course.
is the quicker route, absolutely. Songbird, she works for the NUSA. She can teleport. So she's just here, going to open the door for us. We should need to open this. This doesn't require a check. It just requires you to press a button. And we just need to get through down the stairs and head out. It's them. Down the ladder. And out. Gonna ignore the drones. Because we're playing on easy, they do an inconsequential amount of damage. Left or right?
Left.
Right.
Oh, right. Yes, that's what I meant to say.
That one's dead end. Lost the coin flip. So we have now escaped the stadium. And Songbird's just behind us. We're gonna jump down. And of course we're gonna leave Songbird.
See you later, Songbird.
Yep. She falls down, twists her ankle. We can help her out. Look at the bottom. Ouch, my ankle,
Yeah.
it said. But she phones up quite angry.
The hell, V? Just left me back there.
Yeah, just left her. But fortunately, it doesn't make a difference.
You do realize you almost ruined everything for
I mean,
both of us.
yeah, we miss dialogue, we miss stuff, but
Well,
She forgives us.
she forgives us. She still needs our help. We still need her
I
help.
need your help, which means you still have mine.
And we're going to go
I'll let you know soon about.
to the final mission. So we are
Yes.
about to start the Killing Moon. We're going to go to Afterlife.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Are we still French?
No, we have finished being
We're
French.
not. Okay. So our face has returned.
Yep,
Back
we've returned to normal.
back to V face.
Yeah, return to...
Well, not like
Not
me.
normal.
Not-
Return to non-French.
Yeah.
Non-French.
Yeah.
Je suis très
Yeah.
désolé. We need to wait 48 hours. So we're going to stand outside a nightclub for 48 hours.
Yep, I've done that before.
Yep, me too. At 3 a.m. I'm going to do that again. And we're going to get a phone call from Reed.
Ah.
Yeah, who's
Okay.
now like, mate, you've just...
What's going on?
What's going on? You've just like... He's not happy, look at him.
Oh, he's really mad.
He's really mad, yeah. It's like, call Songbird a traitor. And we're going to tell him, buy the bottom option. And we're going to wait another 48 hours on the road outside a nightclub. That's 96 hours of waiting.
Yeah. They really won't let us in, will they?
No, they really won't.
That's a long queue for a club.
That is probably not worth it.
What is this, Central London?
We need to call our motorbike.
Is the motorbike going to arrive this time?
There is.
Nice.
It's here. And Songbird's phoning us. So she's going to tell us to meet somewhere.
Ready for this?
She's not doing very well because she's really pushed herself beyond limits, hacking the stadium and everything to get escape. So she's in a really like rundown state. And we're going to go meet her at where she's parked.
Join you soon.
We don't need to read the message, unlike previous ones involving codes, because you can just find her. You don't need to know the code, you don't need to look it up, you just find her. So we don't need to check our text messages. This guy's not indicating. That's great.
Talking of reading a message, am I okay to
yes, you are.
jump in with a little bit of information? Because the In Sound Mind All Vinyls incentive, that is an incentive target. There is still just under $125 to go on that, but I have been informed In Sound Mind is the next run on our schedule. Ooh. So if you want to see all vinyls during that run that is coming up after this, please do include that with your donation. You can pick when you donate not just a poll option, not just a target, but you could also claim a reward. So have a look at those 3 things to check out on Tiltify. Don't forget to use them, please.
Super, thank you very much. So here is Songbird. She's looking a little bit rough. She has a costume change, just like Eurovision. But we're in a vehicle, which means we can't skip through dialogue.
Oh no,
So
because we're moving. We're moving. Right,
exactly.
okay,
You've,
cool.
You've memorized one rule of Cyberpunk.
I'm ready to run this game.
Yep.
I'm coming for your world record.
So we can wait for all dialogue options to pass by, so I don't need to be hammering F, unlike in every other vehicle journey.
Oh, because this is just
timed. Just timed, yeah. They're all timed options, and it's probably quicker.
Great.
So, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, in that case, why don't I ask you what runs you're looking forward to?
Well, I was hoping to watch Pokemon Sapphire, which I believe is going on Stream 1 at the moment.
It's in there.
I caught the start of it. I saw up to Roxanne.
I think it's finished
gen.
now, actually.
It might finish.
Yeah. Something else to
check. V6. I'm looking forward to.
Is that
quite fun?
Is that
Is
that how you say it?
V to the power 6.
Actually, I think you'll find Terry Kavanagh prefers you call it
yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I think there's a Spyro 2 one later.
There is.
Today.
That's actually after In Sound Mind. So all the good stuff is on Stream 2 today.
Stream 2 is where it's at.
This is where it is.
There's also I think there's Metroid on the final day.
Yes.
There's some big Quiz Bosh extravaganza going on as well. Don't know about that. That sounds a bit. Yeah, those are the things I'm looking forward to.
Good. Good stuff.
You? Anything on your sort of radar?
What is on my radar? We've got the NES Shuffler.
Ooh, yes.
I'm really looking forward to the NES Shuffler. There's going to be some NES games, and we are not going to know what is going to come up when during that. That is going to be quite chaotic. And talking of chaotic, there's obviously also the big finale.
The big finale.
The big relay.
Yes.
I don't want to spoil too much about that, but you're going to see a lot of people having a lot of fun in a very, very fast-paced co-op run. Let's just say that much.
Yeah, it's going to be good fun. Right, the vehicle stopped. That means we can fast forward again.
Let's go.
Thank goodness for being stationary. Songbird can no longer drive the car on autopilot because she's so far gone. So we need to do some manual old-fashioned driving. Vroom vroom in our beaten up bullet hole filled car.
So how long would you say, Soph, until we have to make the final decision of this DLC?
I would say probably about 25 to 30 minutes.
Okay, 25-30 minutes. That's still a fair bit of time. It's still a fair bit of time for that poll to change.
It will be after the big firefight.
Okay.
So when the action starts and we're shooting, that is like your 3-minute warning.
Nice.
We'll remind you, of course, when that's happening. But for now, we're driving towards the spaceport. Little fact, this radio song always plays for this mission. Every other time we've been in a vehicle, it's random. This song always plays for this mission.
Interesting. Is that for atmosphere purposes?
I assume so. I don't know what the song's called, so I haven't actually looked it up or anything. But it just plays all the time.
Is it a really out there cover of The Killing Moon?
I don't think it is.
No.
But
you know who that's by?
Echo and the Bunnymen?
Yes. There
we go.
1 point to Sothangel.
We'll be pulling in.
There we go. So here we are. We're at the spaceport, the scene of the final mission. And we're going to pull up in just a moment. because we're being good civilians, we have to drive at the speed limit.
Oh, we are now.
38 miles an hour.
That's only because there's no pedestrians to run over.
No pedestrians to run over, exactly. Look, it's all fenced off for their safety. They knew.
They knew we were coming.
And look, we get even slower as we get to the sort of destination. We hit 50, but we force down and force into place. There we go. So Songbird's going to climb over here, and she's going to say, yeah, you're going to have to leave all your weapons again. So that's why we didn't bother re-equipping anything.
Ah, okay.
So we've got to go through security.
Yep.
So it's going to be like my flight here.
Got your passport ready?
Yep, passport ready. We jump just because it's a little bit quicker to move. Bunny hop. Echo in the bunny hop.
This is what you do when you're, pushing, just about pushing the deadline for your flight. You're not sure if you're going to get through quick enough. Just bunny hop.
So what you don't do in security is run ahead when...
Oh, wait, I don't think you do that either.
Wow. So that was fun. So we're just going to threaten him.
Oh.
And we're just going to get rested. Normally you run through and you get rested, but I was a bit too eager with bunny hopping.
What is happening?
Tried to climb the vault. You can do a whole thing with sneaking in and getting in without being caught.
Well, this is our next best option now.
This is fastest. This is the fastest route.
Oh, okay.
You can either threaten the guard or you could just run through. But yeah.
So you're always meant to get arrested.
Always meant to get arrested. Yep.
Now wait.
So she's going to open the door for us. She's not happy that we got arrested because she wanted to do it stealth. But this genuinely saves like 15 minutes getting arrested. 15
minutes? Yeah. Is that because otherwise you'd have to queue?
Otherwise you have to queue. You have to, get your baggage scanned at security. Honestly, you have to go for duty free. Like honestly.
Oh, that takes at least 15.
And then you have to sneak through like the monorail system as well. Yep. But we're going to go to the roof, and we need to help Songbird get up to the roof. So when we get there, we'll be able to do that. There's also a mini combat section here. We're unarmed, but there's 3 guards we need to take out.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
So we can stealth up to the first guy and take him out with like a little sneak attack.
Where now?
We can grab, we can just take him out.
It's one.
It's one. If we're lucky, we can do the same with the other one.
Ooh.
Not quite. So we're just going to punch them whilst talking to Songbird. And come on. Oh, rude. There we go. So they're done. And we're going to just take it safe, not risk falling to our deaths. So the way to get someone up onto the top of a building is obviously with a fire hose.
Oh yeah, that was what I was thinking.
Yep. Die Hard style perhaps, swinging off the top.
There was a ladder right there.
Yeah, we're going to ignore that. We ignore that. But Songbird's going to climb up using this, and we're going to help her onto the roof. And we're going to get all our stuff back, and that's when we'll re-equip.
Just a little more.
Pulling her up. Inconveniently timed relic attack.
No.
But it's all fine. Because here's the bag. Here's the bag, and there's Songbird.
Here.
In the pouring rain, waiting for Songbird. So we've got 3 sections left. We have got the rooftop scene. We have got the travel back through the departure lounge where we just were, and then the final fight. So we press F to take everything, and we're gonna do a little bit of gonna get 2 of these. We want this one, and we're gonna grab a shotgun. So we've got something with different ammo.
This is really the only inventory that you've had to do all run.
Yeah, it's really the only inventory. Had to do a bit of stuff with skill points and things, and shotgun. We've already got max ammo, so we're just gonna put our final points in and just get as much as we can. There we go. Don't have to get everything. We just get most of those top ones.
I know. I'm guessing they're really kind of incremental, like saves a couple of seconds.
Plus 7% damage, plus things like that. So we need to wait for Songbird to walk here. Whilst we wait for that, how are things looking?
Things are looking pretty good on the poll if you are a fan of going to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Because To the Moon is still very much in the lead. $121.77. there's still a little bit of time to change that. I'm now not sure. We might be kind of locked into the moon at this stage, which is fine because To the Moon is a really good game.
It is
so
good game.
I don't mind sitting playing.
I've played To the Moon. Yeah, it's quite a good one.
It's nice.
Quite old now, isn't it? Like 10 years? 15?
Are you joking? Is it really?
That's quite old, yeah.
You just see my soul die inside when Soph said that.
What's that gif of Matt Damon just getting really old?
Oh, yeah. Live on stream. Right?
Yep.
My face just crumbling.
Look, they're going to bring in walking sticks for us.
Yeah.
Right, so Songbird has detected a frequency, an NUS frequency of a helicopter. They're coming for us.
I thought they might.
Yeah.
After everything we've done.
They're not going to let Songbird go freely, and they're not going to let us go freely. So they want us badly. So we're going to hide. Because we're not going to survive like one-on-one. So we're going to sneak in the tunnels for about 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
There's lots of cutscenes, lots of like exposition. And we just need to wait all this out, not really only speeding this up. So we're going to see a character appear again that we've not seen for a little while, just around this corner.
Strawberry.
Not Strawberry.
Is it going to be Solomon Reed?
Might be Reed. Reed might appear,
Oh.
but there might be another character.
Another character. Oh no, that was my thought exactly. Songbird, because I can't remember the name.
So there's Reed. See him there?
That.
It's the president.
Oh, I forgot she was even in this.
Yeah. So she is not happy because this is her like secret weapon, massively illegal activities being done by her, and so she's not happy that she's escaped.
So this is. Would you say this is one of these games where there is no dichotomy between good guys and bad guys? Everyone is just
Everyone's a bad guy.
Shades of grey.
Everyone's a bad guy, I would say. There are a couple of genuinely good people, but they are very, very rare. So this airport is in like neutral international space. They've just launched like a big mission to find her, broken all sorts of international treaties.
Quite bad.
Like she's desperate to get Songbird back. As Alex said, this is going to spark a war, or it's going to be the end of the NUSA. Like the stakes are high for her.
Wow.
So it's in her interests to make sure that everything is swept under the rug.
So we're getting some really heavy territory here.
The stakes are high. It's like a Balatro gold run.
I know you care about the girl.
As we
Is she talking directly to you now?
She's talking to Reed. They're conveniently moving at the same pace we are.
I get that you want to protect her, but your duty, first and foremost, is to
your country. Yeah, so he's really conflicted because she is his protege.
Made her choice.
Like,
now she needs to learn what the
he doesn't want to, but he knows he has to. He's got no choice.
There's one more thing, Saul. The project
All stays under wraps.
Stays well under
But yeah, we've got these guys to contend with.
Oh boy.
Proper like Black Ops.
Really bad. If our little bird lands
Dressed
in the wrong hands,
in all sorts of armor and weapons.
what will happen.
Dressed in, I mean, a very nice electric blue, I will say.
It's quite nice. Quite nice. It's not as nice as John's Speedrun shirt.
No.
But it's up.
Oh
it's
no,
up there.
true. Definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, while the John Speedrun shirt is really great, I can't promise it's bulletproof. I don't think legally I can say that it's bulletproof.
Don't test that either.
No. Table-proof maybe. Bulletproof no.
Say again.
Should have been wearing one, shouldn't we? Alas. Maybe next time.
Yeah. Well, no, there won't be a next time.
Well, the table's broken. RIP. Yeah. There we go. Take any and all necessary action. So they are gonna go.
So we're going all out here.
All out to get Songbird back. Here she is, literally right there. And that is the last time we see the president. That's the last time.
Okay.
Done.
Okay.
Like, off she goes.
As we
never see her again.
Get into the final 15 minutes or so of this run.
Final 15, 20 minutes.
Let's also go all out with our donations.
Yes.
Let's really get them in, show our support for Cyberpunk, and decide Songbird's fate.
Yep,
I
Songbird
guess.
fate. So you can see on the mini-map, we've just got to go to that yellow icon, which is an elevator, just around a couple of corners. But that's the last bit of eavesdropping we're going to do. So because this is a bit lower down. We've got to crouch a bit slowly through here. No dashing.
No dashing, no jumping.
No bombing. None of that.
None of that other stuff.
Make sure you shower before and after you go into the maintenance pipes. And you get a good look at cybernetic upgrades. Quite nice. Right, in we go. And she's just going to chill up over there. We're going to press the button to go down.
What's your favourite elevator in this game?
My favourite elevator in this game.
I've seen a lot of elevators.
I've seen a lot of elevators.
A lot have the same model.
Yeah, they are quite samey. It's a bit like Mass Effect. A lot of elevators in that.
So I don't know Mass Effect either, so...
It has elevators loading screens.
Okay.
Yeah. But as you can hear, it's all starting. The show is starting.
The show, yes.
Yep. So, not our business.
Wow, it really is.
Yep. Not our problem at all. We're going to leave them to it. So this is the sort of airport security and the NUSA's Black Ops teams fighting it out. All we want is another elevator, and we're just going to just hide here out of sight. In case we need it, we've got the shotgun.
So everyone is getting involved in this?
Yep. Songbird's immune to damage. Again, that's part of working for the NUSA. But we're just going to straight in.
Wow.
Just going to hide here.
Songbird,
Songbird can get
please.
in. Yep, look, she's fine.
Just taking a shot to the back.
She's totally fine. Look, she's got armor plating. Definitely. Look, go away. Come on. Come on. There we go.
There we go.
So she got in pretty quickly that time. Sometimes it takes her a while to go up. But through here. And there's a helicopter we're just gonna not get involved with.
Don't have the time, do we?
No, I don't have the time. Literally don't have the time. And so this is the calm before the storm. This is the final sort of time we've got before the final mission. Or the final sort of fight. Mm-hmm. So if there is anything to be read or shared, now is a really good time to do that.
Let's have a quick look. Do you know what I'm going to share?
Oh, no, I don't.
I'm going to share a bit of information about Logitech.
Okay, what information do we have?
And I can tell you some information. You might have heard me say this already, but
please share.
Remember, this is a bit of a secret message.
Mm-hmm.
That if you use the code Speedrun, you may get 10% off at the Logitech store.
May get 10% off.
You may get 10% off, and that may even stack with existing discounts.
As we heard from
John Logitech. Yes, the very man himself.
Inventor of Logitech.
The very man himself.
Right. So that chopper is onto us. We're not going to worry about that at the moment. There it is over there. We just want to get through this gate. There we go. And we are in final fight territory. Not the game.
I was just about to, yeah. Stealing my bad joke before I can
I'm
grab
one step ahead of you. And so they appear, and we've got to take them out. The quicker we do this, the quicker the next phase starts. Some are invisible, which is whoop. So they have net hacks, which are like the Cyberpunk equivalent spells. Whoops, accidentally I've got that. So if I kill or shoot the proxy sufficiently, or the actual person casting the spell, that disables it, which is nice.
This looks like maybe the most challenging bit of this run.
Yep. Okay, Songbird, you just do that. Yeah, it's because they're invisible. It is quite difficult to know exactly where they are. Yeah, you can see one there that's invisible.
Ah.
And there's another one here, and I think this is the last guy. Oh no, there's one more. Oh no, there we go. Right, so Songbird's in here, and we're going to start the second phase. So brief respite while she goes full DJ on this. Alright, thank you. And straight away we're going to down here. This big cluster of enemies. We're going to throw a grenade in there. Take out the big guy. Cancel our reload by accident. so not worry about short circuit. Doesn't do enough damage. So Songbird's voice lines tell me how far we are through. She said she needs more time. Oh, he's underneath, okay.
So this is on a timer?
No, it tells us approximately, tells us approximately how much progress we've made.
Aha, I see.
So the final stage is drones appear, and that's like the final ones we need to kill. We need to go up here. Almost done. So when we hear drones V, we need to go back towards the tower. There they are. Yep, so the train's on its way. So we just want to stay by the door, because we are done.
I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to fly drones at an airport.
Nope. But I think they've broken all the rules, and that's us done. That is the final fight.
Whoa, okay.
So we have just one little cinematic fight, using the black wall. And then we've got a monorail ride where we will discover what we're going to do with Song.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out.
So we've got to plug in to each other.
I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it for now. I'm going to keep it away from your
Yep, I'm not looking. I'm concentrating. I'm getting ready to press F. So we're going to use the power of the black wall. You can see what it does to people here, because we're going to look out of the window. I'm going to see all of Maya's people and the helicopter, which doesn't have Maya's in it. But we're going to unleash the black wall on them. So just press F to do it. They're ready to shoot us. So the black wall fries like all their electronics immediately.
Wow.
Like it hijacks anything it can, including the plane, helicopter. Fortunately, we just about survive. 1 HP, but 1 HP is all you need, and a dream. So Songbird's in a rough state, but we're still connected, so we can still use the black wall. And we're going to carry her to the monorail.
Fuck, that hurts.
It just got hit by a helicopter.
Yeah. I mean, she even complains about a busted ankle, so imagine what she's going to do when a helicopter hits her.
The guy's actually invisible, which is a slight concern, because he may kill us.
Right here with you.
But I can't hit him. Hopefully it doesn't do anything. But yeah, so we can unleash the black wall on all these people, one-shotting them.
I understand what you mean by cinematic fight now.
If you don't unleash it, you do get killed. Like, you actually have to click the button. And just past the monorail, you might remember at the start of phase 2, I jumped down, threw a grenade into a bunch of people. There's another group of people there. It took a little while to kill them. Literally just like that with a black wall. Rude. There is someone actually shooting. I think they're not supposed to be here. But the monorail's here.
Has that happened before?
No, but it's inconsequential, so I'm not going to say the line.
Okay.
There we go. Yep. And so we're going to put Songbird in to the monorail. What do monorails do?
Take us into Black Mesa?
Yes. But how do they do that?
In one direction.
Yes. By moving.
Yes.
And you're not moving.
By moving, yes, sorry.
Moving means...
Wow. I
dialogue.
dropped the ball on that so many times, didn't I?
Happens.
So, we cannot skip this.
We cannot skip this.
Unskippable.
Unskippable cutscene where Songbird tells us that she's been lying to us the whole time. There is a cure, but it can only be used for one person. And she's going to use it for herself.
Wow. So now...
That's not supposed to happen. That's that invisible enemy trying to do something.
They're trying to hack you. Okay, what happens if they... No, in fact, well, yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
So, Songbird's lying to us. Are we going to follow through with her promise and send her to the moon? Or are we going to say, no, we're going to use that for ourselves and hand her over to Reed?
Well,
let's find out.
With $121 and 77 cents.
And 77 cents.
We are going with the to the moon option.
To the moon. Wow. So we are going to send Songbird to the moon, which means there is one more cinematic fight. Just for this run.
Okay.
Just for this run. I'm curious as to what happens when this gets to 100%. I really hope it doesn't kill us. Like, it shouldn't. It shouldn't, but it's like worrying. Yeah, so we're going to get...
Will we get through this cutscene before that finishes?
No.
No, we're not, are we?
Let's just see what happens.
Who is hacking us out there?
Stream 1. They can't handle it.
Stream 1.
There we go, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to send Songbird to the moon. We're going to take her to the space plane, space shuttle that we'll see in a minute. And we'll see what happens with that.
Can't turn back time.
But yeah, so that is
Just forget.
most of the run.
Yep.
We have to skip the credits, unfortunately.
Yep.
Nice soundtrack. I submitted to Music League.
Yeah.
Didn't get many upvotes. But yeah, and then we will, after the credits, we have a bit of dialogue with Johnny, and then it will say to the moon complete, and that is when time will be called.
Okay.
So we're a couple of minutes from that. Reed's not the only one I've betrayed.
Mine's wandering some.
So is this the big reveal?
This is the big reveal, yeah.
That we already kind of did a little reveal on.
Yeah, yeah.
Neural matrix.
Can only be used once.
Can only be
There it is, and there's the what we're going to send Songbird.
How so?
in.
It's a captive AI from
What-
beyond
so-
the wall.
How does
Relies on
sending Songbird to the moon
continuous
relate to this cure?
evolution to exist.
So there's a clinic on the moon. The moon is colonized. Like there are
So
people on the moon.
You have to use the shuttle to get to the
moon.
cure.
It's a spaceport. So she's got the cure with her. It can only be used on the moon.
Wow.
It can be used anywhere
Have you known this?
with the sufficient people and technology. But to escape Myers and the rest of the entire country,
Yes.
she has to go elsewhere.
And there's only one seat on the...
There's only one seat.
Wow.
Yep. Only one seat, only one cure, and we've arrived.
You fucking serious?
I am serious. So Johnny's going to be like, wow, you all got played. It's going to appear here in a second.
Is he going to ask us to count his fingers again?
No,
Regret.
But metaphorically.
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 He's just going to be like, wow, she played everyone. What a plot twist.
Could have told me the truth.
We just got to wait for dialogue to finish before we can
Song.
fast forward. Come on. There he is, there's Johnny.
Fuck. Color me impressed.
Thank you, it was a good run.
Bird took everyone for a ride.
I don't think I can skip this because
Hanson, Reed,
that invisible enemy
It's
is
still
probably
counting.
still hostile. Yeah.
Are you trying to skip it?
I've tried to skip it, yeah.
Oh.
serious.
Do you want to say the line?
Takes care of it. Faster.
It's never happened before.
Never happened
It's never
before.
happened before.
Even in practice, like the game crashed when I was in practice,
Yeah.
and like it was fine. It crashed during the sniper sort of section. Like that had never happened before.
No.
But
You come to the venue and
Me or back at
something goes... Well, you come to the venue and it's like you're being hacked.
it's like I'm being hacked, yeah.
way to save ourselves.
So yeah, we will be a couple of minutes over estimate,
Um,
which does mean it's not going to be world record.
Not world record
Unfortunate.
today.
No.
Not world record today. But you still have the world
Still
record.
have the world record, and they can't take that away from me.
No.
Just one person he's gunning for.
But yeah, lots of dialogue that we cannot skip.
Well, nice to try.
Wake her up, good.
I mean,
Some shit.
At least it's making the colossal amount of money they spent on the actors worth it.
Very true.
We're actually hearing their lines.
Yep. We can hear their lines rather than skip through. Okay, so
Need some help.
got to carry her to
Nearly there.
the destination. Look, we're not in combat. John Soldier hasn't just appeared, so that's nice. But here we are, systems ready for takeoff. There's only one thing we're missing, which is Songbird. So we've just got to take her over, drop her in, and that's just done here. And so it's the long walk. But who's this?
Fucking hell.
Stop there.
It's Reed.
Read.
Normally we could skip this,
You're down.
fast forward it, but again, that random invisible soldier is
Slow down.
so we're sending her to the moon.
So,
Reed wants to take her,
Reed, she's fucking dying.
so
And you said there is one more
final fight.
cinematic
Cinematic fight.
cinematic battle.
There's all that awaits her on the moon. You want to save her? Leave her to me.
I'm sorry, man.
And there he goes.
I'm late.
The death of Knuckles, the head. No. The death of Solomon Reed.
That's an appropriate time to use his government name.
That is.
You had no choice.
I know, Johnny. The nations made me do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If that defense legally works, but yeah, sure.
We'll try it. We'll try
sure.
it. Yeah. So we are right at the end. We've got to put her in a watch her take off, and then skip the credits. We're nearly there. Again, just that weird invisible soldier. Like,
yeah, I know. There are 2 seats. Are we going with her?
Nah,
no.
I'm not going with her. There are 2 seats. I misremembered how many seats there were.
Get that feeling too soon.
Is the invisible soldier going with her?
He might. He might be. Yeah. Let's just. Yeah, we'll just say that. Yeah. So we're gonna plug her in. Make sure her seatbelt's on.
Tray table's up.
Tray table's up. Yep. We've already scanned a ticket. Passport's been shown.
Warning system drills. The vapor variety.
So she's in. Just going to get complimentary drinks later. Reed's weapon we're going to collect. It's called Pariah. It's quite apt for him. We can run.
But I thought there's no more combat, right?
Nah, but we're going to collect it. Why not? It's on the way. So let's get ready to go.
No turning back now.
No turning back indeed.
No turning back indeed.
Main engine ignition.
Here we go.
Here we go indeed.
Ever launched a spacecraft? You?
Same, man. Same.
T-minus 50 seconds. Solid propellant engines.
So we sit down, she's going to launch. Credits going to roll. We skip that. Hopefully we skip the dialogue after and we get there.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see if the invisible enemy who's
gonna
not
follow
meant to
us
be
all the
here
way.
is still here.
Oh, that's crazy.
Luck played no part in it, Johnny. You
That's
and her just
crazy.
wanted different things.
But yeah, it's
But
been a
I've
pleasure.
enjoyed this. There's been drama, there's been ups
and downs,
mostly because of the amount of elevators.
Yep.
Absolutely everything to please the
Yeah, it seems a fun game to run.
It is a fun game. There's quite a lot of enjoyment you can get out of it. There's a whole separate path of betraying Songbird that we haven't explored. That people are welcome to do so at their own leisure at home. You know, whole cool different set of missions, including. Actually, I won't spoil it.
Okay, yeah.
Do it yourself. Do it for yourself.
Yeah. Why should we have to play all these games for you?
Yeah.
Play some games yourself.
Although, if you do play at home, I hope you're blessed with non-invisible soldiers preventing you from.
Right.
Like this would be over, would be done. Like we'd be gone if this wasn't.
We'd have been out of here.
Yeah,
we'd have been out of here.
You'd be the next person to be on. Tech wouldn't be annoyed with me. There he goes. Launch him.
I mean, it's fine, right? We're still.
I did say before that we'd be slightly over.
I think.
She made it. Preen.
There it goes.
And there she goes to the moon. And the credits music starts playing. And we're going to be coming up on time in just a moment. So we've got to skip the credits. Hopefully Invisible Soldier doesn't prevent us. There we go. Okay, and so we're just going to have to fast forward through this dialogue, and we will see the Killing Moon complete, and that will be time. So please make sure you're ready. Oh look, fast forward. And... time. There we go. Well done, Toasty, for putting up with me.
That was good. Oh no, it's been an absolute pleasure. Maybe we'll keep this short and sweet, given that we ran over just a little bit. So let's thank Sothangel again for a really fantastic run. I want to thank these guys for being in the room, and thank you to you at home as well for your support. All of it going to Alzheimer Fonden. We're going to take a short intermission while the next run sets up, but we will see you later. Thanks for joining us.
Stay tuned.